Officials for this game tonight will be umpire 1, Sasha Nicholson, umpire 2, Dakota Sharp, and crew chief Brad Clive. 1:30 till tip-off for the Scout Broadband Rapid League.
Head and well, looks pretty for the Hawks. 4 wins and then that loss, but the field goal percentage as well for the Hawks, pretty impressive.
Yeah, shoot that thing and shoot that thing a little bit more. And I'm almost surprised to see that they only have points per game sitting at 37.1, which is 4th on the ladder. But the pace that they play at, they can shoot the 3 ball. I thought they might be slightly higher when I was checking out the stats before this game, but all that matters is wins and losses at the end of the day. And like you said, they're 4-1. When we look at their last 5 games, pretty good. But I think the Bulls are starting to work it out. I think they're getting more understanding. I've said this a couple times already that it's a blank canvas when it came to Rapid. These guys are still trying to work it out, from the minute things to what sort of pace do we play, what sort of brand of basketball we play, do we sit in man, do we sit in zone, do we switch? There's so much that everyone's trying to learn while Rapid has taken place, and we're almost at that halfway point of the season. So I think as this season with Rapid continues, they're going to work it out, and the Bulls are going to fight and be there or thereabouts as we see DKP, and a skinnier DKP as the year goes on as well. He's looking good.
Coin officials ready to officiate this game. Remember, we're 1 hour away from the Sal's NBL matchup between the Hawks.
And I love the vet move there too. DKP thought about jumping. He said, "No, young bull, you get up there and you jump for me."
I mean, DKP is still young as well. It's crazy. All these guys are youngsters, which is why we said we love the league. We get to see everyone up there and competing. And
one person I am excited to see, and I always get excited to see him play, those Julio Lasongayape. If you haven't seen him yet, blockbuster, can split the screen, can get up and have a date with the rim at any point in the game, and you give him that chance at the rim, he's going to attack. So looking forward to see what he can do with this game going into that, that 3rd quarter, that 4th quarter, when the game starts to open up a little bit more.
Mullet game strong down in the Hawke's Bay, that's for sure. The Bulls in the black, the Hawks in the white, and it's the Hawks with first possession in the Rapid League game. And early they look to go in the paint. In fact, they kick it up wide, almost got that 3-point to fall, and then DKP just too big.
Good look though. Saw that double coming, DKP straight to the rim, misses the layup, but good look for both squads in their first couple possessions.
Going back to what you said earlier, Tommy Ferguson is 21 years old, and he is the oldest person in this Rapid League team for the Hawks.
And they use it though. They use that youth, their youthism to their advantage. They don't get tired, they get out and run, and that's why they're sitting pretty with 37 points per game, and they have the ability to attack the rim, split seams, and get on the rim just like that.
Yeah, Lavery, lovely shot to open up the scoring account in the Rapid League. DKP gets it to Leosong Lape, puts up the jump shot, banks it.
Butter got to his money spot, one dribble. It's one of those actions that they come out a lot, and got to the elbow, and it's hard, so athletic. If he gets up, it's hard to contest that.
Foul on DKP.
That's what we're talking about, getting to the elbow. Not the worst defense in the world on the hip, but like we said, if he can elevate, it's tough to contest with how athletic he is.
Murphy to inbound, looking for options. Finds it by way of Lavery. Back in the hands of Murphy, and then the intercept from Leosong Ape. Just didn't get enough height on that pass, and then the footwork as well. And he'll go to the Chemist Warehouse stripe.
And that's where it's exciting. You want to turn the ball over. It's one-on-one in transition. Defense isn't set. In and out to the Euro. Slight Euro with the hezzy. But creates contact, and that's a tough matchup. And he gets a head of steam going downhill. Picks up the foul, gets back to the rim, and good start from Leosong Ape. His old man could go too, I tell you what. His old man could shoot the lights out. With all due respect, probably, and his old man gonna like this, maybe a better shooter than Julio, which is saying something.
Hey, he'll be pretty proud of that.
Wasn't as athletic, I'll give Julio that one.
The Hawks looking to respond. Murphy just surveying the options. Good defense being applied here by the Bulls, applying the pressure, and they force the turnover, but there may have been a shove in the back.
I don't mind it though. A little bit of extended pressure. It's physical to start this ball game, and just trying to test the refs, see what we're going to get away with to start this ball game.
Getting the pass into Ferguson. He goes into the paint, tries to get that shot over the top of DKP, but he gets the rebound. Leosong Ape, what can he cook up this time? Fakes it, gets the bounce pass to DKP. Lovely pass, fired it out wide. And that was Kokagray, I think.
That's pretty. One of the better positions I've actually seen from them with the Rapid games that I've seen. Got it in quick transition, then went back to the post and found the shooter and connects from deep.
Oh, Kokagray, after scoring, gets the rebound. But I like that as well, because DKP, he drove into the paint and then committed the defenders and then kicked that ball out.
It's just a good read. You have to double, maybe even triple sometimes with DKP, especially if he has a height mismatch, and took his time. Found the shooter in the opposite 45, and like we said, that was butter.
Rolling the substitutions at the moment are the Franklin Bulls. Leosong Ape pulled up for the deep two, couldn't get it. In transition, the Hawks. And then drawing the foul as well was Casson, but he looks like he's gone down injured.
Yeah, and you hope it was knee to knee. Didn't look good though on that first watch, and hopefully the Casson's all right.
Just 16 years old, out of Napier Boys. Made his debut in the South NBL in round 2 versus the Sharks. But that's what this league is for, isn't it? Getting those youngsters some really good experience. But take a look here. He just got the twist on that knee. We hope it's not too bad.
Yeah, it didn't look good. I hope that he's all right. But you're right, this Rapid League is such a golden opportunity for some of these young guys to get extended minutes, and I just think it's a great opportunity to prove to coaches that they're ready to play in the game that's coming up next. It can be hard during the season when you don't have something like Rapid to prove that you're ready outside of training, but 20-30 minutes before the main game, coach sees that you're ready, you're locked and loaded, you're locked in. Just give them the confidence.
So we'll take a little bit of time off here. And talk about pizza, Brooke. $25 large 5 boroughs pizza using the code on your screen or Sal Slam Dunk. That's
$25.
25 bucks.
Have they got that right? Someone's getting in trouble. That's too cheap.
Are you ordering us one?
Oh, I'll get two.
Why not for that price? For a big Sal's pizza. But it's good to see Casson back up on his feet. We wish him all the best and hope it's not too serious. It's a good player too, is Casson.
What happens if we run out of players? I'm looking at that bench over there.
Yeah, with the Rapid League, you're right. Ask Justin Nelson.
No foul trouble in this game, please, Reese. I don't want to be the first one to find out.
I don't want to be wrong, but I thought we couldn't foul out in the Rapid League.
You might be right.
Anyway, successful trip to the Chemist Warehouse Stripe. Let's talk about that.
Welcome yourself into the ball game. 2 easy points.
Mali gives the ball off to Lusonga Ape. Good movement being shown from the Bulls. Again, still just trying to nominate someone to go forward. They kick it out. Again, moving that ball around with pace and just nominating himself to go up.
That's pretty good defense.
Yeah.
Ball rotated, got through hands, dribble penetration. They stayed in front, just made a better shot at the end.
Lovely airtime there from the Hawks. Just couldn't get the finish.
Yeah, good weak side there. Too easy on the rim, but good weak side action to help. You see the easy turnover there, or the unforced turnovers is going back the other way, but just have to stay in front of the initial man. Just got the turnovers here that just want to tidy up, especially with the Rapid League is so quickly, you have to protect the ball. Good start right now from the Franklin Bulls outside of that turnover.
What can the Hawks do with less than a minute left in this first quarter? It's been low scoring. Lovely bounce pass and then gets that little swift pass too.
It's on the same page. You can tell these boys have played together for a long time now.
And you're right, so many of them went to the same school, Napier Boys High School, all I'm seeing on that stat sheet. Got that chemistry early.
Makes a difference too, just on the same page. Know how other players like it, where they want the ball, where their sweet spot is, who should be taking the spots, or taking the shots, excuse me. All makes a difference.
5 seconds left on the game clock. The ball ricochets off the back. And they won't get a shot away. So in the first quarter, it is a low scoring 9 points to 6. The Franklin Bulls leading the Hawks. What have you made of it?
Yeah, a bit of a stop-starty sort of a first quarter that we saw right there. Both teams still trying to find their rhythm, find their flow, but I've definitely seen worse quarters from the Bulls, so they're promising. I just like some of the looks that they got. Their first action that they had where Lusonga Ape came out of the corner and got to his money spot, got to that elbow. The 3 that we saw off the DKP push out. They had the right looks. Now it's just finding that consistency. How do we come down 2, 3, 4 positions in a row, get a look that we want, get stops down the other end. To that point though, on the other side, we know what the Hawks like to do. They like to get out and run. They like to find those easy looks in transition. Haven't found those just yet. So you know they can turn it on at any moment.
I love how I asked, what did you make of it? And you said, it's not the worst quarter I've seen from them. Hey, progress. That's what the Rapid League is about.
Without a doubt, without a doubt.
Take a look at the Chemist Warehouse stats at the moment too. And at the moment, the Bulls shooting 50% from the field, Hawks at 33%.
Looks like a good crowd's turning up for this one tonight as well.
Yeah, early days. Remember, we still have the South NBL game to tip off at 7:30. That one's also live on TikTok, so if you happen to go away from your TV and go get some dinner, go out and about, you can join us on TikTok.
You're right though, the Mullets are looking good in this ball game.
I mean, we need a name for Brody Perry's hairstyle because that is more than a mullet.
It's monumental, it's luxurious.
I wonder how hard it is to maintain that.
Whew.
Between him and DKP, they're ons here, the Bulls. They'll get the ball back too after the missed shot from Leosonga Ape. Actually, I'm loving Leosonga Ape's throw as well. Mix
Oh,
it up.
yeah, he got a throw for you.
He got the mo and the throw. He got the throw mo.
Promo.
DKB at the top. Well, I thought he was going to go for the pick and roll. They fired the shot. Lovely for Christian Vano.
A nice look. Went under the screen, took his time. DKP realized, re-screens. Big hit there from Vano and put this one out to a 5-6 point ball game, and we're running the other way.
Yeah, the Hawks losing the handles. Oh, behind the back stuff from DKP. Gets it to Perry. He fakes a three, drives up, gets a block shot.
Good recovery there on the defensive end. Thought they missed out on a couple opportunities there, as we see. Went under the screen and makes them pay.
Yeah, good block there from Kara. Read it beautifully. Leosonga Ape dishes the ball off to Coca Gray and the N1 play, and he goes to the Chemist Warehouse strike.
Great job there from Leosonga Ape. Did a good job of collapsing the defense, but didn't fall asleep on the play. Back cut there. You saw the defense turn their backs and just got behind the defense. Good pass, gets to the line, converts to three-point play.
Franklin Bulls extend their lead. The Hawke's Bay Hawks don't really have an answer for them at the moment. If you're just joining us, they lost Casson early to a knee injury. We hope he gets better soon. Kara looking for options, decides to drive himself. It's 2-on-1 under there. Lets the ball fire, but doesn't get a whistle.
And that's where they're making it tough. We see the three ball go up and go down in transition. I like the three.
Christian Vano getting high outside the arc.
Especially the way they're playing at the moment, but they're making it tough on the defensive end for the Hawks. No easy looks right now, contesting late, doing a good job of keeping their hands out. Murphy does a good job there of getting to the rim, but contesting late, contesting at the rim, making it tough and getting good looks down the other end.
That was a nice settler for Murphy. They needed that. Coca Gray gets it to Kamapoto. Leosonga Ape with the left foot step and the drive. Bounce pass goes a bit wayward, so the Hawks with the steal.
Vano missed out on a couple opportunities there. The way he's shooting the three ball at the moment, they went under.
Looking for their options at the moment. The Hawks, they're just defaulting to just driving instead of passing that ball around.
Well, it's hard for them to get into the actions that they like at the moment, which is really force issues down on their defensive end, make it tough, and then get out and run. The Bulls doing a good job of getting the looks that they want and then converting those looks. It's always a little bit harder to get out and run when he's taking the ball out of the net. So it starts on the defensive end, and you got to protect the ball and look after the ball.
And there's that hustle you're talking about. Brody Perry disrupting, and then Leosonga Ape picking up the scraps. Maile gets the pass away to Vano. Almost thought he was in for a third.
Yeah, looked good from this angle. Thought it was going down.
Smiler couldn't get the and one, but he does take a trip to the Chemist Warehouse stripe. Still in touching distance here, only at 10 points the difference.
And that look from Vano last time, I like the look and just want to keep the confidence. Hopefully he continues to shoot that three ball. First couple looked good out of the hand. That third one looked good out of the hand too. Just came up short, so especially as a young player, I hope it doesn't diminish the confidence after that. Just coming up a little bit short, but good job from the Hawks. Tidied it up, got out and ran, and now you have to convert from the free throw line.
Another 18-year-old in this team. Zoram Smiler. Successful on the second attempt as the Hawks make some substitutions.
You're right, still in touching distance, but big minute here for both of these squads. If the Hawks get a couple stops, get out and run and just chip away at the lead, but to that point, if the Bulls can come down here and score in a few positions, make it tough here in the second half for the Hawks.
Maile just drops that ball cold, and so it's back in the hands of the Hawks. If they can convert here, we're on. And they do exactly that. He's on from the edge.
Look good. Feet set, squared the elbow, shoulders set, knocked it down. Good look.
Just like that, it's a 6-point game. But the fake was Coca Gray. Maile drives and then kicks that ball out. Vano for another three-pointers.
And love that. This is what we're talking about. Got another wide open three. Didn't hesitate. Like the extra pass there from the Bulls as well. I understand who the hot man is. That's his third three, like you just said, of this first half. Let him know. There's 3 of them, Dan.
9 points for Christian Van Hoek. Another 19-year-old out on the court. Plenty of teenagers out there. The season high in the Sal's NBL is 5 points. I'd love to know what it is in Rapid League. Again, Hawke's Bay struggling to really penetrate this Franklin Bulls defense. That is immense.
Looked like pretty good defense from this angle. Moved his feet. Looked like he created the contact. Smiler created the contact, but Ref saw something different. But the Hawks just need to slow down just a bit. Get into their spaces, create space by getting to the corners. Just feel a little bit rushed at the moment, trying to make something happen every position. Sometimes it's easier. Just get to that high on-ball screen. As you see that first free throw come up short. Kicks are nice though.
Hey, look good, feel good. Miley with the rebound. Unsuccessful trip that time for Smiler. 9 points the difference. 24 seconds left to go. Good hustle on defense being shown by Smiler to try and make up for that. Miley gets it to Lilsonga up it. Quick right foot step, and then from the left-hand edge, unable to get that one to sink. We've got a player timeout. You got to, well, hey, you use it or you lose it. They decided to use it.
Yeah, you can't save them, and hindsight's such a beautiful thing, so we'll see how this one plays out. But I always wonder, sometimes you might just get a better look off a missed shot like that. Defense isn't set. Now you give a chance for the defense to set up, know their matchups.
It is a double-edged sword, right? Because
Exactly.
yes, you get your time to figure out your offensive play, but equally the defense set. And here comes the play here. There's 3 seconds left. And hey, it works out in the end.
They made the right call.
They made the right call. We'll eat our words sitting over here. Tane Lavery draws an end to that half in the Sky Broadband Rapid League. 21 points to 14. 7 points the difference. The Franklin Bulls leading the home team.
Varnoy shot the lights out. Talked about it, those 3 threes. Murphy and Moore leading scorers there on the other side for the Hawks, but you see a spread load there across for the Bulls. Varnoy with 9, Cocker Gray was 6, and Songi up there started well, hit the first 4. Really slowed down after that, but DKP doesn't feature at all with the Bulls and hasn't even really tried to get looks. He's trying to be a facilitator. Plays a lesser role when it comes to scoring with this Franklin Bulls team, and Rapid still tightening it up with a few rebounds and a couple assists there as well. See Lasonga up here, pick up 1, and Kara and Murphy have 1 as well, and Kara get a block there to match, and a couple of steals just across the board. Just have to protect the ball, and a fairly good job. A couple unforced turnovers, but for the majority of the part, both teams protected the ball as well as they could. 3 turnovers on one side, 4 turnovers on the other. It's just, I imagine both coaches are saying this, but especially if you're coaching the Hawke's Bay Hawks in this one, just need to slow down just a touch, have a breath. I understand they're trying to move the ball, make sure the defense isn't set, but just slow down and get the looks that you're after if you're the Hawks as well, because you know how to fill it up and you've been killing Rapid so far.
Thanks to Chemist Warehouse, the official stats partner of the Sal's NBL and the Sky Broadband Rapid League. So the Hawks are second on the ladder when it comes to the Sky Broadband Rapid League, and at the moment the Bulls are showing out.
Just haven't got the looks that they want. It's tough on the rim. They're contesting late. We talked about that a couple of times, but the Bulls are doing a pretty good job of staying in front as long as they can, keeping their hands out, and then contesting late and forcing a couple turnovers in the paint as well. So if the Hawks can look after the ball, I think it starts on the defensive end for them though. get stops, get out and run, then score on 2-3 positions. Neither team's really come down and scored 2, 3, 4 positions in a row. If you do that, you can break this ball game wide open.
Yeah, no one really asserting dominance thus far. It's really just Vano with his 9 points that's got this Bulls team the lead. But it's the Hawks now with possession, trying to go over the top of DKP. That was good.
Good job getting that one down into the paint, deep into the paint. Bulls are doing a good job. I talked before that the Hawks need to slow down, but it's the pressure that the Bulls are putting on them at the moment that has forced them to play a little bit quicker.
100%. The defense has been strong. Lusanga Ape steps back for the 3, bounces off the lip of the rim. So it's the Hawks have chopped that lead down. Smiler looking for his options. Back in the hands of Lavery, who got the last points of the half. Then shot clock just winding down for the Hawks. 4 seconds left. Someone needs to put a shot up. They go out on the edge. Unable to get there though, but they get the rebound. And some second chance points, courtesy of Kara.
Yeah, the hustle pays off. They just keep chipping away. This one down to a 3-point ball game, one of the easiest looks they've had. It's always tough to defend off those offensive rebounds. Just chipping away right now.
Yeah, and they're looking for that man right there, Vano, because they know he's got 3 3-pointers. DKP let that one soar. They couldn't drain it. Lavery pops that pass in. They're going to go one-on-one in the paint, trying to get over the top of Milet. That's a strong finish.
And they know what they're doing right now. Just making it a point. Go on to Ferguson, slow this ball game down. If they don't double, let him go to work, and he's making them pay.
Oh, Bulls haven't scored a point in this third quarter. It's all been the Hawks so far, and they've cut the lead down to 1.
And another turnover. Illegal screen, ball's going the other way, and you're right, cut this ball game down to 1. This quarter, they're getting the looks that they want. Chipped away at this one quickly.
What do you reckon was said at halftime?
Slow down. We just need to slow down. Yes, the Bulls putting pressure on our guards, but our guards need to be able to look after the ball, get us in our sets. And we have to get a shot up quicker. We have to set up the offense a little bit quicker, and just like that, they've taken the lead in this ball game.
Yeah, for the first time in the ball game, and halfway through the third quarter, and it was Murphy just nominated himself to go forward.
And went for that layup floater. One of the toughest finishes.
And again, the Bulls yet to register a point in this third quarter. DKP going to work. And he responds to that, putting them back in the lead, and we'll take a trip to the Chemist Warehouse stripe.
And I'm almost surprised they don't go that a little bit more. Very understanding that DKP also has to rest his legs and make sure that he has legs for the game that's coming up next, but he can get that at any point. He's extremely talented in the post, has some of the best footwork that you're going to see, understands how to use his body. Does a good job there of going through contact finishing, converting the 3-point play.
I don't know if I've ever seen a rat's tail at the front of someone's head, but now I have, thanks to DKP.
He rocks it how he likes it. I'm always excited to see what he rocks as well.
Yeah, there's no rules.
What are we getting today?
No rules. No rules at DKP. It's not really a tail then, is it a horn? In the front?
I don't know what it is, but I know he's a trendsetter. He moves. He's not surfing the wave, he is the wave.
I like that. Tell you what, I went to school with him and I didn't actually notice him then, so maybe he didn't. He didn't have the hair back at high school. You'd think it's hard to miss someone that tall, but hey, 3,000 students at our school. Oh, lovely behind the back shot. Gets the second chance look again, and then just hustle under the rim. Milet getting the foul, so it will be the Hawks' ball. And all of a sudden, they've come alive.
We knew it was about to come. I had a feeling just the way that they played, because they played together for so long, they just needed to slow down, and they've done exactly that. They've gone to those high on balls or those 45 on balls with Murphy. Ferguson sets them. If not, just throw the ball into Ferguson. If they don't double, he's just going to work. If they do, kick it out, let the guards penetrate. It all just comes from slowing down. Just taking time with the ball, getting to your spots, and not letting the defense which can sometimes be smoke and mirrors with any team that you're playing, but not let the defense speed you up.
Vanu gets it to Maile. Songa Ape. He's so rapid when he gets ball in hand, just drives hard, couldn't find an open lane. It just forced his way through.
And there's no surprises that they've tightened everything up on the defensive end. We talked about if they got stops on the defensive end, they'd get to what they wanted to do. They might have got away with a travel there.
I was just thinking, I don't think that ball touched anything other than the air, but hey, play on. Play to the refs, kids.
And when you're the aggressor, you can get calls like that. As you see Murphy in the lane.
Can he get the finish as well? Oh, the block from Leo Songa Ape. I think he's asking for a goaltend, but I think that was good.
Woo! Like to see this one a little bit closer. You see him getting the feet right. Murphy can jump too. Good call. Came off the backboard. I think he might be getting the goaltending as well. Haven't confirmed that one just yet, but picks up the foul, and all starts on the defensive end for the Hawke's Bay Hawks. That's what they want to do. That's where their bread and butter is made. Missed the free throw, and they've left a couple at the line as well. 4 and 9, so left less than 50% so far in this ball game.
Yeah, the Bulls 4 from 4 from the free throw line. And as you said, 50% now for the Hawks. Good hustle being shown on defense there. Murphy on their song up here trying to pick the pocket as well. They will get the ball back, the Bulls, but just made sure he knew he was there.
It feels like Murphy's picked up the intensity in this third on both ends. He's making it tough there for Lasonga up there, and their Iverson cut over the top. It's always a tough action to defend. He's doing a good job right now getting over these screens as well. I love the battle between these two.
Lasonga up here with the quick feet as well. He'll take a trip to the Chemist Warehouse stripe.
I like Lasonga up and not taking a backward step. Neither is Murphy. Both players, just stepping up both of their teams right now. We got ourselves a ball game.
We do, 2 points to difference. He can equal it up here. 5 from 5 now from the free throw line, the Bulls. And it looked like the Bulls were going to run away with it. Then all of a sudden, the Hawks decided that that's not going to be the case. And missed the first free throw of the night for the Bulls.
There goes that man, though, Murphy. Right place, right time. Tidies it up. Gives them a chance to get the final shot of this third quarter.
Yeah, 13 seconds left on the clock. Smiler has Kara to his right. And eventually passes the ball. Kara decides to drive and loses the handles, and it might have been a travel there, yeah. Tried to get the pass away, but just couldn't get there.
He just lost that handle on the dribble. Good job on the defensive end from the Bulls. Just in the right spaces. Didn't overcommit. Made them see bodies. Yeah, it was enough to force the turnover and give themselves a chance to take the lead going into the fourth quarter.
3.5 seconds left. Half-court shot coming up. Who's taking it?
Arnold's been good for it.
Here he goes, lets it fly. Couldn't get there. We knew it was coming, but 1 point the difference now, and now it is the home team with the lead.
Big quarter there from the Hawks. 12-point quarter. But more impressively, they got it done on the defensive end, managed to keep the Bulls to just 4 points. Got ourselves a tight one going into this fourth. But the momentum is definitely riding with the Hawks right now. We see DKP on the bench, but if they want to, they can go to him in the post late in this ball game if it's close.
The Hawks outscored the Bulls 12 points to 4 in that quarter. But you're right, why not just give it to DKP in the paint? These points are essential for the Sal's NBL. The points differential matters.
It's still anyone's ball game. Both teams shooting the ball. The Bulls shooting the ball pretty well from deep. 4 of 10 right now. 9 of 16 from 2 for the Hawke's Bay Hawks. As we see the family out for the game tonight.
Oh, so cute. Got the snacky snacks out. So do we.
We do.
You eating my
Hey.
M&Ms? You eating your chippies over there?
Stop letting out our dirty laundry here. Okay, come on, I might be doing 75 hard. I'm doing 75 bad. It's terrible.
I was going to say, I hope you weren't, because then I just exposed you.
Big fourth quarter though, and you're right. These points matter. these young bulls for the Hawks, excuse me, no pun intended to get you confused, but these young boys for the Hawks have done their part for the Hawke's Bay Hawks and helping out with the Sal's NBL as well. And you're right, everything matters, and big fourth quarter here.
So into the last quarter in the Sky Broadband Rapid League. And it is the Hawks with the 1-point lead at the moment. They sit second on the Sky Broadband Rapid League table. Lusonga up here though for the Bulls. Well, fights his way through.
Strong move. Got into the paint, took his time. We know how athletic is. We already talked about that a bunch, but just took his time. Let the defense get past. Finishes on the rim and gives them the lead.
The Hawks, Sue Murphy, who has stepped up in the second half and pops that ball. Takara, lovely interplay.
Right now, it's the Lusonga up and Murphy show. Glad we're here to watch it.
Lusonga up here again, falling away. That is a lovely finish.
Tough. Got through the nail. No one was there on the nail off that handoff. As we see him turn the corner, no one on the nail. Murphy just a little bit late on that through contact, finishes with the left. Like we said, it's a back and forth right now.
He just threw that up haphazardly and made it look effortless.
Yeah, the good ones do that.
Couldn't convert the three-point play though. So another lead change.
Same thing with Lusonga up here. Just left a couple at the free throw line as well, which helped extend this lead, but this one stays close as Murphy shoots the three. Comes up short, but Ferguson's there to tidy it up.
And puts it back in too. So second chance points are plenty for the Hawks at the moment. They're getting some good rebounds. Vano. All that bounce pass, but I think Perry was out. Yes, he was. So it will be the Hawks at inbound, but I liked the look.
And this is where you want to talk about youth and experience. Youth showed on that one just ever so slightly. Lusonga up is clearly taken over in this fourth. You want him to have the ball or get a look. Didn't have his hands on the ball at all that quarter.
Murphy pops that pass away, and with the reverse, Lavery.
Good finish though. And to that point, Murphy's been bigger on the other side. Murphy has the ball, good back cut, finds him, sends this lead out to three.
Vano. Back to Lusonga up there, a little bit static. Maile forces the move. Lusonga up there fires that one from deep. Good hustle for the rebound, but eventually called out of bounds.
And that high on ball needs to come quicker. That is the action. He got it to him. Just took too long to get to Lusonga up here. Defense was set. You see DKP make his way back into this ball game.
2 minutes, 12 seconds left to play. The home team with a 3-point lead at the moment. The Hawks playing in the white, the Bulls in the black, if you just joined us.
Just saw Isaiah Moore on the bench. Excited to see him play tonight. He's been on an absolute heater lately.
100%. And then another finish from Ferguson in the paint.
All starts with Murphy. Facilitator on that one. Saw Ferguson slip, found him.
DKP with a good vision, kicks it out wide. Unable to convert was Cocker Gray, so they've got the rebound as well. The Hawks, just getting his hand to it as well, was Cocker Gray.
There's that man again though. Murphy tidied it up. I like the look as well. Kara got out and run, just got fingers to it. Or else this game could have got out to a 7-point lead.
Momentum has certainly swung in favour of the home team, the Hawks. And called for the foul too is Cocker Gray, so the Hawks stepped up.
Did they? What? And getting close to that average of theirs, 37 points per game in rapid. It didn't look like that was likely in that first half, especially that first quarter.
Inbounding the ball to Smiler. Ferguson tries to get that bounce pass. It ricochets off Cocker Gray. In transition, Lusonga up it, throws it down.
That's what we were talking about. In transition, he is tough. Finishes with the extended right and cuts into the lead.
Ferguson has Cocker Gray on there, and it is a foul.
Might have got away with the travel on that one too. You see Lusonga up here with a date with the rim. We know what he can do when he's out in transition. Actually, doesn't even have to be in transition. He can catch you in the half court too.
Ferguson at the ripe old age of 21, the oldest in this Hawke's Bay team, unable to get the points there from the Chemist Warehouse stripe.
And if you're wondering, it is a 5-point ball game. It's 31-36. So the Bulls still in this one, but need to convert on this possession.
They get it to DKP, who's feeling confident out wide, and why not?
It works. Cuts this one down to a 2-point ball game. Big position here.
Huge position at the moment. It is 34-36 at present. Hawke's Bay Hawks looking for an opening. Ferguson underneath. That was essential.
And back to there. We said it before, bread and butter, those two going back to work.
Oh, Lusonga Ape with the three-pointer. Fighting as well on defense. They needed to get that turnover, but just a little bit overzealous.
There's their score update. Spot on right there. This pace right now that we're seeing in these looks. Both teams would have been trying to get these looks in that first half.
Oh, they're in the bonus now.
You see before, this game really found its rhythm here in the second. And you can learn to win. It becomes a habit. Hawks didn't drop their head, did a good job just before this first half wrapped up. That last minute and a half just chipped away enough. Might have been enough to get them this win.
They got a call for the player timeout. They did exactly that. Lusonga Ape looked around, told everyone, make sure you call for the timeout if you get the rebound. So 3 points of difference. We've seen overtime in the Rapid League.
I must get surprised these days when we don't see overtime in Rapid League.
You're right.
May just see it again. Where do you go? What's your look on this one as well? I'd imagine DKP and Lusonga Ape will be in the action.
Yeah, they're 6 from 14 on the 3-point mark. The Bulls. We obviously saw Vano get hot earlier. Lusonga Ape sitting on 14 points. Tommy Ferguson as well sitting on 14 for the Hawks. And it will be Lusonga Ape to inbound the ball. He gets it to Carmen Poto. Gets it away to Vano, back in the hands of Lusonga Ape. They need to get the points up. They go for the three, and it's an air ball to the left-hand side, but DKP hustled back. Coca Gray, again, that one was short, and now the Hawks call for their player timeout. And they don't need it because time was up.
That's all she wrote. Ferguson went down on the opposite side. See it there. Hopefully we're going to see 2 injuries from the Hawke's Bay Hawks in this game, but they did enough. They scrapped, they clawed, they made it work there in their second half, and they got another win in the Rapid League.
39 points to 36, a 3-point lead after trailing for the entire first half. In the third quarter, they picked it up, and look at those stats.
We talked about both of those guys at the start of this game. Ferguson was just in all the right places, all the right time there in the second half. Him and Murphy absolutely on the same page, and Lusonga Ape tried his best, tried to take over there in that fourth, and just wasn't enough. Murphy was big, crossed the ball with the 5 assists, DKP with those 2 as well, but Murphy was big all game, and him and Ferguson found a way to get it done there in their second half, and another win for the Hawke's Bay Hawks, and they just keep chipping away. And the Giants, been real sweet right now in the Rapid League.
Well, that's all she wrote in the Sky Broadband Rapid League, but do not go anywhere because in 15 minutes time it will be the Sal's NBL, the Hawke's Bay Hawks hosting the Franklin Bulls, and if you got to go pop off somewhere, don't worry because we are live on TikTok as well. Why not watch from 2 different angles? We will see you very shortly.
First of all, welcome to the court the Franklin Bulls for this one-game matchup. Number 4, Christian Plano. Number 7, Harrison Coker Gray. Number 9, Halasiale Lale. Number 11, Joshua Scott. Number 13, Dre Leo Ilosariaki. Number 25, Dominic Cunliffe Portal. Number 38, Brody Perry. And starting 5 for the Franklin Bulls, number 77, Daryl Brantley. Number 33, Samuel Timmons. Number 12, Isaac Davidson. Number 8, Luther Muhammad. And number 2, Captain Ethan Rosbach. Ladies and gentlemen, the Franklin Bulls. And welcoming to the court for the Taylor Hawks. Number 2, sponsored by Hawke's Bay Trim Canvas, Garden Casson. Number 3, sponsored by Carney Gallagher Property Brokers, Cody Okara. Number 7, sponsored by Advanced Plumbing, David Murphy. Number 10, sponsored by Oceans Portfolios, Rob Smiler. 15, sponsored by Birdman Limited, Tommy Ferguson. 20, sponsored by Ford Power Crackers, Tane Lapwood. 21, sponsored by Resolute Roofing, Ryder Moore. And your starting 5 for tonight, number 4, sponsored by Capital Finance, Isaiah Moore. Number 9, sponsored by High Specs
Basketball is a movie, and every game is a blockbuster. E for excitement, entertainment, energy, and epic. Cells NBL 2024 is rated E.
Back to the road. Watch out, 'cause I'm in my zone. I don't care what you think you got.
Tēnā koutou katoa e te whānau. Nau mai haere mai, welcome into Napier for your Sal's NBL action on your Wednesday night. We're kicking off round 8 with a blockbuster matchup between the Hawke's Bay Hawks and the Franklin Bulls. I'm Taylor Johnson, and joining me is Brooke Rusko. Tēnā koe, Brooke.
Yeah, big game that we got here tonight. Both teams fighting to stay around that 4, 5, 6 spot at the moment. Hawks there or thereabout in 6th spot, and Bulls sitting in 4th, trying to go a little bit higher, but there's a lot that determines playoff standings when it gets later on in the season. They come down to these games here.
And a lot of people picking the Bulls tonight. 71% of them. Make sure you cast your vote as well. Just scan that QR code there. 71% though, picking the Bulls, considering it is a Hawks home game and they're not too far off the top 6. You say they're in 6th place.
Yeah, it's a little higher than I might have thought, especially the way the Hawks are starting to find their rhythm, and the point guard that they have in Isaiah Moore and what he can do with the ball and have his fingerprints all over this ball game. It's going to be a tough, close ball game in my opinion.
This is the ladder, but we were just referencing the Bulls sitting in 4th place, the Hawke's Bay Hawks in 6th, and you can see it's very tight there.
It's tight. Tuatara doing a good job at the moment of just finding themselves at the top, and the reason it's good for them right now with those old legs that they have there is later on in the season, gives themselves a little bit of time to just rest those old legs if they can continue to play the way they're playing at the moment.
Games to come this round. Obviously, right now we've got the Hawke's Bay Hawks up against the Bulls, the Nuggets and the Tuatara from Dunedin. The Rams will host the Phi, the Sharks host the Tuatara, and then the Airs will host the Jets. That is your round. And don't forget as well, on the Sunday, a couple more games, including, I think, the Bulls will host the Saints. That is a big matchup as well, for certain.
Yeah, big ball game, and Tuatara versus the Nuggets. Nuggets trying to find their rhythm again, and we know what they can do, but it's a big game as well.
Starting 5 for the visitors: Rusbatch, Muhammad, Davidson, Timmins and Brantley, and an impressive starting 5, a familiar one as well. Rusbatch obviously just named again in the Tall Blacks.
Yeah, congratulations to him and his family. The Tall Blacks make their push to make the Paris Olympics, and he's going to be a big part of that, one of the best shooters we have in the country, and excited to see what him and this Bulls team can do tonight.
Well, moments ago we caught up with the Franklin Bulls head coach. Let's hear what he had to say.
Hey Coach, welcome to Hawke's Bay. The team's been going pretty well. The Bulls are one of the top teams in the league this year. How have you found in the New Zealand League this year, and what has been the challenges for you and your team?
Yeah, the challenge started a little bit more early, so when we started to recruit the team, so it was a really interesting process for me to understand which local players are available, which players would sign with the Bulls to recruit a solid team, and now we build on that day by day. For me it's an interesting challenge to understand what it takes to develop players in that league and also to have success in that league.
Awesome, Coach. Now, what do you think the keys to getting a win tonight in the Hawks Nest going to be for you, Coach?
The Hawks are a very balanced team. They play with a very good confidence. So it's important to find on both ends on the court, the right rhythm. So defensively, we have to be very proactive, and offensively, we have to move the ball. And at the end, it comes down to playing with the right energy. So it's a challenge.
Awesome, Coach. Hey, thanks for your time. Good luck for the game, Coach.
Bringing the right energy is what the coach has asked for. Let's see if they can against a Hawke's Bay Hawks team who are without a big name in Rasmussen. So the starting 5 with Moore, Ball, Ngatai, Roberts and Sutherland, and a big name there, the very first start in a Sal's NBL game for Mr. Ball. Yeah,
congratulations to Jackson Ball getting his first start, and congratulations to Jordan Ngatai as well. We'll be joining Ethan Rusbatch to head along to the FIBA qualifiers to go along to the Olympics, as we just said before, but No Rasmussen tonight, huge omission, and more's going to fall on Isaiah Moore and Jordan Ngatai as well.
We caught up with their head coach as well, Sam Griggin, just moments ago.
Right, Coach, you got the Bulls coming in tonight. It was a great victory last game out. What do you think going to be the keys to get a win against this strong Bulls team?
Yeah, for us, it's just staying consistent with offense. I think we've got a good flow going there, like we're scoring high points, but defensively we've got to be better. Through the week, it was just our ability to protect the rim a little bit more. You know, we give up about 1.5 points per possession at the rim. The league average about 1.2, so if we can just bring it down to league average, then we'll be a hell of a lot better defensive team. So I was just protecting the paint.
Awesome, Coach. Now, the Bulls like to run a little bit, too, and they're a pretty physical team. What are your counters you think you need to do, or do you want that up-tempo, and you think you can outrun them?
Yeah, we definitely do want that up-tempo style. For them, they're a really good half-court defensive team. I think they're the second best at the moment. So similar to Canterbury, they're really good in the half-court. So just moving the ball, letting the ball do the work, find the energy, get on the rim. But for us, it's all about the defense, stopping them, scoring. They've got a couple of really good shooters, but for most of them, it's all points in the paint. So we've got to be able to guard the rim.
Awesome, Coach. Hey, thanks for your time. Good luck for the game tonight.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Very much aware of the threat that the Franklin Bulls pose in the paint, as he mentioned. This should be a really exciting matchup, Roscoe. Let's take a look at the Chemist Warehouse head-to-head as well. Plenty of stats to look at. What stands out for you?
Well, number one in scoring. You'll love that title as well. Muhammad does a great job again to that mid-range. He's a talented scorer, and with the pieces that he has around him, he's able to get to the paint, because you have to stay at home with the likes of Ethan Rusback, especially if he's not shooting the ball well. It doesn't matter. You have to stay at home with him. So you have to do a good job of protecting him, make sure he has a hard night. And Jordan Ngatai, I would imagine, is going to start on him. But to that point, we look to the other side, and Isaiah Moore is sitting second. He's had 30-point ball games as well. So there's blockbuster players across the board. I don't want to take anything away from Roberts, who's leading the rebound battle amongst all the bigs in the league. And we see more down there in steals and assists as well. So there's names galore in this. It's going to be a tough game from top to bottom, but as I said before, the Hawks need to be able to protect the paint tonight. The offensive flow is there. They're finding it at the moment, and as the season continues, we're almost at that halfway point of the season. This is where things really get interesting. This is where you start to find that groove. This is where excuses go out the door, and I love what they just talked about there and what they need to do to execute another win for the Hawks tonight. But I think this one's going to be a ball game.
One really interesting stat as well coming into this, the Hawks obviously second in scoring overall with 96.75 points per game, but equally on defense they've got the exact same amount of points conceded per game and 96.75, so they need to tidy up that defensive area, as you've already pointed out.
Well, they absolutely do, but sometimes it's easier said than done, especially when we have professional scorers that we're going to see out there tonight, in Muhammad and Moore as well, and they have their hands on the ball the majority of this ball game, and it's sometimes you can't stop a good play. You just have to slow it down and make it hard for them to get looks. And even the guy on the screen right now, we haven't talked about Big Sammy Timmins. Congratulations to him to being part of that squad as well, to compete to get us over to the Paris Olympics. And I mean, there's one guy that we're going to have to take on, and his name just happens to be Luka Doncic. So it's not going to be easy, but with the guys that we're sending over, they're battle tested, they've played together for a long time in that Tall Blacks jersey. Ruben Tarangi, Shea Ili, got some young talent coming through that we're going to birth in the likes of Ben Gold, and I like the squad that we put together, and I'm excited to see what we can put together. And hopefully, the Tall Blacks are going to be off to the Paris Olympics.
Here's hoping. It's a strong team that's been named as well, and plenty of players, as we've already mentioned, who are currently playing in the Sal's NBL, which goes to speak of the competitiveness of our domestic league.
Yeah, we're getting there from strength to strength, and some guys we would love to see back in this league, the likes of Shea Ili, but we do get to see the likes of Ruben Tarangi back in this league for the last couple of years, and we know what they're doing with the Tuatara. So you're right, the league goes from strength to strength. Imports continue to be at a high quality, and you just look at the talent that we have out on the court right now. Basketball's in a really good place.
So we're tipping off the Bulls tonight playing in their white strip, and the Hawks in the black. A little bit of a switch up from what we saw in the Sky Broadband Rapid League, where the Hawks got the win there 39-36, but it is the Bulls with first possession. Brantley pulls up for the two, and then just getting the rebound was Timmins. Stopped underneath.
Yeah, good job there to just come up with the block on Timmins, but a little too easy on that offensive rebound, especially first one up, and you can't continue to give him looks like that on the rim all night long.
What can the Hawks do with their first possession? Moore tries to get that bounce away. Just ricochets off the leg of the Bulls, so
And
they will get it.
interesting to see the matchup as well. We see Brantley start on Isaiah Moore, but Isaiah Moore started on Muhammad. And now Muhammad's gone back to Moore. So I imagine both teams, or both of these star players, are going to see different looks throughout the game as Jordan Ngatai gets to the ring. That's his pattern, that he's got that float game there as well. I love him when he's in the block, when he's in the paint. I think that's when he's at his most effective.
Yeah, he's got a really nice float shot, does Ngatai. He opens up the scoring account for the Taylor Hawks. He's got the ball in hand once more. Goes for the three-point shot, and he's feeling hot early, Ngatai.
And an aggressive Jordan Ngatai, I think, is the best Jordan Ngatai you can get. Sometimes he likes to let the game come to him, but I think when he goes and attacks the game, that's when he's tough. And great start there from Jordan Ngatai.
The Bulls looking to register their first points. They go up for the jump shot, they get the and one, and who else other than Luther Muhammad?
And that's a sweet spot. Not necessarily that spot in particular, but anything in that mid-range. We've already seen a couple shots from the mid-range. We know what he likes to do. Just got his leg out there. Picked up that foul on Isaiah Moore. One thing you have to be careful of, especially if you're Isaiah Moore, because you kind of are the backbone. You're driving the car at the moment for this Hawke's Bay Hawks team, is you have to stay in this ball game. You cannot let foul trouble put you on the bench.
Muhammad can't convert the three-point play. So Isaiah Moore with the ball in hand. Just looking for their options at the moment. Ngatai, the first 5 points of the game. Has Davidson on him. Timmins comes in to assist on defense. Moore drives, puts that pop pass up. Didn't quite work out there for Roberts.
Not mad about the look though. You're right, didn't work out, but Jordan Ngatai being aggressive, calling for the ball in the paint, collapse the defense, and then you get Isaiah Moore going downhill. 9 times out of 10, he's going to make the right call there.
Russ Batch up against his old team at home. And it's Brantley who gets a foul, and I saw it too. You saw it too, right in front of the referees.
You bring up a good point though. Ethan Russ Batch back at a place that he knows extremely well. Spent a lot of time here in the Hawks uniform, and what that means is he knows these rims just as well as these guys, so you cannot let him get going nice and early, because he will light it up quickly.
Yeah, he played 5 seasons at the Hawks, and we saw them post a little throwback. So a young-looking Russ Batch. Now it's more mature now. With the Bulls in the hands of Timmins. Davidson has got the most caps for the Bulls. He fires a three-point, just goes in and out. Timmins was hustling for the rebound. Couldn't quite convince the referees that it came off Roberts' hands.
Hawks get lucky on that one. Davidson, capable shooter. That wide open. Can't give him that much space, but they get lucky and come back the other way.
Moore throws that ball away to Ball in his first start. Just playing with the defense a little bit, getting the spin around. Sutherland unable to convert. And Muhammad goes up the other end. Well, unable to really get some buckets at the moment, this Bulls team.
Aggressive though. And Muhammad's going to stay aggressive throughout this ball game. So is this man right here. A couple turnovers to start this game, but neither of them going to slow down, and the pace of the ball game at the moment as well. Up and down.
Russ Batch off target with that shot, but they get the rebound through Brantley. Muhammad just looking at the options, gives it to Brantley, kicks it to Davidson. This time he's accurate with his three.
That's what we're talking about. You stay locked and loaded when you're marking Davidson. Didn't hesitate, and Brantley's one of the key guys for me with this Bulls team. Just an incredibly unselfish import. We see turnover there from Ngatai. Just plays his role and plays it so well.
Russ Batch lets the three fire. Again, he's not on target just yet, but when he gets hot, watch out.
And playing with fire. Let Davidson get that one up. Now you let Ethan Russ Batch get up a couple.
Moore with the handles and the and one. Everything he touches just turns to gold.
And it's tough. We're in a stagger on the other side, so the defense is aware of what's happening on the other side. And it just allows this man who has one of the quickest first steps, if not the quickest first step in the league, just to get it on the hip. Picks up that foul on Muhammad, and we may have ourselves a back and forth battle like this Kendrick and Drake beef. That's a rap beef, just in case anyone missed that.
pretty sure everyone would know who Kendrick and Drake is if they're watching the Sal's NBL. Brantley, oh, lovely look inside to Davidson, gets the and one play, and that was a dime.
Just fell asleep on the action. Great pass there, you're right. That was a dime. Good cut there from Davidson. And sometimes that's, I don't want to say a wasted cut, but it's a cut that you just kind of go through the motions. But strong cut there. Got behind the defense and put on the money. And good start here from Davidson tonight.
Davidson, as I mentioned, has the club record for the most games. He's been there since the start. So it's all level up here. 8 points apiece in the first quarter of the Sal's NBL in round 8. And heavy collision in the middle of the court. Timmins playing the, what happened?
And the intentional foul there on Rusbatch on the bump.
Well, Timmins was right to look confused because it wasn't him.
It wasn't Timmins.
And everyone was looking at the big guy saying it has to be him.
And I don't know if that's an intentional. I think he tripped, but didn't trip him on purpose. I think their feet just got just got tangled. I think there was a bump there on an elbow that I missed from the angle, but just looked more awkward than anything else. But ref saw a different angle and picked out the foul on Ethan Rusbatch.
So converting the second shot was Roberts. So they've got the 1 point lead at the moment. Good to see a good crowd coming in on a Wednesday night. And a big hello to everyone joining us on Sky and on TikTok. We're live on TikTok, remember? More. Well, we've got someone waiting down in the wings on the left-hand side here, but Moore steps back for the three. Bounces away, Brantley with the rebound.
So just a bit of a feeling out process at the moment. Might have got away with a carry there, but just feels like it's that first, second round of a boxing match and just a couple jabs going down at the moment. As we see Davidson once again going behind their screen, and he's got his eye in to start this ball game. He's looking good.
And he started confidently. Every time he's had a look, he's let it fire. So Kobe Kara onto the court now for the Hawks. Ngatai pops that pass in. Roberts just bounces off the back of the rim. Brantley bringing the ball up the court on the left-hand side. Has more on him. Fires that pass away to Rusbatch. Rusbatch goes into the paint. Rusbatch was in a rush, that's why I say Rushbatch.
And not a place that he visits very often in the paint. A little bit older now and he picks his moments. The most deadly three-point shooters that we have going around, but still athletic, still looks after his body, gets to the rim. A little bit of hang time there, finishes in traffic.
Ngatai, he had that three blocked by Brantley. And called for the foul too. Might be two on Brantley already.
I'm a body language reader kind of a guy, and I think that might have been all ball. I was lucky enough to play with Jordan Ngatai for a very long time. You know, when you keep it moving like that, you don't say, hey man, that was a foul. 9 times out of 10, players know what it was, but hey, sometimes when you stay the aggressor, if Jordan Ngatai has to start this ball game, came out with the first 5, put it in the ref's hands, gets the free throw line and a chance to cut into this lead. Another good start here from Jordan Ngatai.
Yeah, as we mentioned, named again in the Tall Blacks team. Played 78 games so far, played all 13 last year. You've played plenty of games alongside him as well. And we talk about good to see guys back in the league. It's good to see him playing so many times in the Sal's NBL.
Yeah, without a doubt. And he's found a bit of a home here with the Hawke's Bay Hawks. Product of Porirua, and spent a lot of time with the Saints out of Mana College. Just spent a bit of time in Finland.
And it looked freezing there.
Freezing. Brand new dad as well. And I think Jordan Ngatai is at his best when he's putting on that black jersey for the Tall Blacks. Just finds an extra leg and goes from strength to strength in that Tall Blacks jersey.
Calvin Portal with the purple hair onto the court for the Bulls. Ball in hand now. Playing the distributor role as he did in the Rapid League game. And it's out of bounds by the Hawks, so it will be the Bulls to inbound.
One of the luxuries that the Hawks have is that man right there, Scott. They have Scott coming off the bench. So the depth that they have as well huge thing for this Franklin Bull squad.
Pulled up for the jump shot too. Nice introduction.
Instant impact. That's what you want. Went under the screen and you just want to go at Isaiah Moore. You want to go at Isaiah Moore. You want to go at Jordan Ngatai, especially with Rasmussen out. You just have to tire out those legs, and they're doing exactly that.
Ngatai unsuccessful. And mad attempt outside the arc. Scott onto the court, gets it to Kamapoto. Both teams going to the bench early in the first quarter. Davidson steps back for the three. They gave him space again. Are they going to pay for it? Yes, they are.
So you just roll when you're shooting well. You got the touch. Touched every part of the rim. Doesn't matter though, goes down and can't go under that man right now. The way he's shooting the ball with confidence. So is Jordan Ngatai.
Timeout called as well by the Hawks, but Davidson is getting hot outside the arc early in the first quarter too.
You just have to read the scout. You have to go over that. There's a couple times now that they've gone under and he's made them pay. And when he's playing like this, Bulls are tough. You know what Isaiah Moore can do. Sorry, we know what Luther Muhammad can do. We know what Ethan Rusback can do as well. And he just makes it tough for everybody else.
Playing like he's hungry. Hungry for the win, and we're hungry for some pizza right now. $25 for a large 5 boroughs pizza. Use that code there, scan it with your phone, or write that code down. It is valid until next Tuesday. There's plenty of pizza you could be eating between now and then.
You ain't lying, he is playing like he's hungry. 12 points right now. He's got a steal as well, managed to get to the free throw line. And like I said before, when he's playing like this, now it really allows Luther Muhammad to get into the paint, because you have to stay at home in Isaac Davidson. You have to stay at home with Ethan Rusbach. Darrell Brantley will do his thing. He'll set those picks. He'll keep the ball moving. He'll pick up offensive rebounds. He'll do the dirty work on the defensive end. You bring in Josh Scott off the bench as well. He's been in there for less than a minute. He's already scored. When Isaac Davidson is playing like this, it's just another notch on the belt. It's the Swiss Army knife that they have as a team right now.
100%. Sutherland back onto the court for the Taylor Hawks. Moore going one-on-one with Scott, puts that lovely floater up. And it will be a Bulls ball.
The defense is good once again. Isaiah Moore's tough. Like I said before, you might find it tough to stop him, but you can do your best to slow him down. All eyes are on him at the moment.
That's the Hawks ball.
I think an off-the-ball foul there on DKP.
DKP.
And that's what Roberts needs to do. Isaiah Moore is going to see bodies. They came to help there on the weak side. As soon as you see his big man go there to help and rotate, go straight to the paint, go straight to the rim. Does a good job picking up the foul and getting to the free throw line.
Rebound from Timmins there. One of the best rebounders in the league, in the top 10. Davidson threads that ball through to Kamapoto. Gets it back out to Scott with the hot pink shoes. And he puts up another floater. That one just bounces off the backboard. DKP hustles for the ball. I think Moore gets the foul.
Just slightly out of rhythm on that one. Nice move there from Scott, but Hawks went into that 2-3 zone. They do that a bit. Coming off free throws. Jumped into that 2-3 zone, just junked it up there a little bit. TKP did a good job of just crashing those offensive boards and giving them another chance at the rim.
Timmins, oh, there's a size mismatch there. He gets up and under, and it just bounces off the back of the rim.
And that's why they can be so tough. Sammy Timmins hasn't really got a chance at the moment. That time gets one-on-one. Or gets a one-on-one opportunity. Just comes up short, but they can give it to you any way you like it.
Ngatai and Scott go head-to-head. Ngatai gets that pass over. I should say shot over. But in the end, he'll go to the Chemist Warehouse stripe for a couple of free throws.
And calculated. It's a good steal there from Jordan Ngatai. Saw the mismatch in size and height. And like I said before, he's got that strong body down low. Does a good job of creating contact, getting to his spots, and that time picks up the foul on Scott, gets back to the line.
He's averaging 17.71 points per game, and he's already at 9. And we're still in the first quarter.
And he
Getting
can't,
that average up higher.
and he can't fill it up. Last year he had 47 in this very stadium, and I had to text him after. I was disappointed. He had chance at 50. He had time to get there 50 as well. He had 47 in a dub, so he was happy, but we know what he's capable of doing.
100%. Well, he's got a season high at the moment of 25 points. Could see him with a very high score tonight. Davidson again for 3, and he is feeling it on the edge.
You just have to ask yourself, why would you help? Davidson is killing them right now. You cannot help on that man.
15 points already. And they reply, the Hawks. Jackson Ball back onto the court and feeling good. Scott to DKP. Davidson again this time. He had some good defense on him, but Kamaputo just drives into the paint.
When you're shooting the ball the way that Davidson's shooting at the moment, draws all that attention. Saw the doubling. I don't know if there was a double, but it was a quick show. Got it out quickly, and DKP on the rim.
Good hustle on the offensive board for Kara. Ball kicks it out to Sutherland. 3 goes bagged, and we are raining threes in this first quarter.
I'm mad about it. Both teams shooting the lights out to start this ball game. Sutherland hadn't done much up until that point. Just hasn't really had the looks, but especially the way Isaiah Moore and Jordan Nata are shooting the ball, but you give him any space, he's going to make you pay. Just like that man right there. I mean, we're getting into winter, but these boys are on fire.
Like you said, three-point shooting the lights out. Both teams could be in for a high-scoring affair. The Hawks had their highest scoring game of the season last week when they got 116 against the Nuggets. And another tough finish from Muhammad.
Just crafty, athletic, shows why he's leading the league in scoring.
Davidson and Nata have gone head-to-head plenty of times. Fighting for the ball with Scott, plenty of contact in there, and he does get the whistle, and another trip to the Chemist Warehouse stripe for Nata.
We see Isaiah Moore and Roberts both on the bench. Jordan Nata says, I'll pick up the scoring load. I'll continue to stay aggressive. You're right. Great start to this ball game from Jordan Nata. And he's getting into the paint where he's creating contact. Then it allows him that space from 3, and extremely capable shooter from deep. But I think in order for him to get those better looks, starts in the post.
Steve Murphy has checked into the game as well for the Hawks. A lot of rotation for the Hawke's Bay team and the Bulls in this first quarter. Tane Lavery also onto the court. And it's a successful trip at the free throw line for Nata. So 2 points of difference, 23-25. The visitors, the Bulls, currently leading. Muhammad, the top point scorer in the league, for a beauty of a 2-point shot.
Just gets back to his spots. Does a great job of getting to where he wants to get to. That mid-range is tough, and chucks that leg out there, and quite often he can pick up that foul and get back to the line. That time through contact.
Plenty of contact in there on Nata. Tries to put up that little hook shot again, and then applying pressure defensively. Jordan Nata, he won't throw it down, he'll lay it up there nicely, but that is the hustle that you like.
I mean, I do like the hustle, but I know what he can do as well. Throw that bad boy down, Mr. Nata.
I think he's older now. He reserves those for the special moments.
Big start to this ball game from him, though. Then the Davidson and Nata show in this first. It's been a back and forth.
Only 1 second the difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Murphy, he was shooting the lights out in the Rapid League. Can't get that one to fall. And that one won't either. So the end of the first quarter, it is 27 points to 25. The Franklin Bulls leading the Hawke's Bay Hawks. And we are in for a belter of a game. Do not go anywhere.
As we take it to the court for the Sal's NBL. To the Sal's NBL t-shirts.
No Mai Hokiman, welcome back to the Hawke's Bay, where it is the home team trailing by 2 points to the Franklin Bulls. And it has been an absolute belter of a first quarter. Brock Rusco, talk us through some of these stats.
Well, I love the way that Isaac Davison started this ball game. He's a cool, calm character. He's cooler than the other side of the pillow, and big start from him, 15 points, shooting the ball well from deep, 4 or 5 right now.
One stat that stands out though, the free throws. Plenty of opportunities for the Hawke's Bay Hawks. They've shot 10 from 12. The Bulls have only had 1 trip there.
And it's Jordan Ngatai. Jordan Ngatai's done a great job getting to the line. I think he's 7 of 7. Start this ball game from the line, 14 points from him. And the type of ball game I think we thought we were going to see him. Hawks doing a great job with their key guys, Rasmussen, playing in this ball game tonight.
Murphy was hustling hard for the offensive board, but instead collects the foul.
And some extended minutes here for Murphy as Isaiah Moore sitting on the bench, and the confidence that the coaching staff have in these young boys, especially what they did in the Rapid League and have proven it over the last couple of years, going from strength to strength. But no Isaiah Moore. How long can they sit? These are big minutes without him tonight.
Russ Batch pulls up for 2 and it's good. Looked comfortable there, just that quick release.
It's their action that they run a bunch. They ran it in Rapid as well. Julio Lasongiape was coming out of that one. Then this time it's Ethan Rusbatch, and he too gets to that spot that Luther Muhammad was getting to, gets to that elbow. It hurts.
Just got shooters on shooters in both of these teams. Professional scorers, as you like to say. Sutherland just drives himself into the paint. Ngatai wide open, and he banks it without fail.
Start playing with confidence. Start shooting the ball with confidence, especially when you're playing the way that he's playing.
As I mentioned, he's averaging 17 points per game, as Rusbatch couldn't find his target there, but he's averaging 17 points per game. He's already hit 17, and we've just started the second quarter, so this could be a big night for Mr. Ngatai.
And when you start shooting like that and get into the paint, it's going in from the free throw line as well. The rim just looks a little bit bigger. There's days where you can't throw the ball in the ocean, but there's days when the rim looks like the ocean too, and you light up, and Jordan Ngatai looks like he's got that look in his eye.
Never had those days. That must be nice. You have, Brock. It's Timmins with the reverse, but he couldn't quite get there with the defense of Roberts, and hasn't really found his accuracy, has Timmins, under the hoop today. Moore with a wide open 3, and the Hawke's Bay Hawks are making the Bulls pay for leaving them open like that.
Yeah, they're flattening out the defense, and that once again, that comes back to Jordan Ngatai. Davidson at the top had to make a choice. Isaiah Moore, or do I go to Jordan Ngatai? Close out on Ngatai, and then the second leading scorer in the league gets a wide open look. As we see Davidson made the right call, especially the way that Jordan Ngatai is shooting at the moment, but this comes back to, I did a good job of just collapsing the defense. Then you're rotating, kicked it out. Isaiah Moore makes them pay, and 3-ball looking good right now.
Hoop Heads, you just watched our episode of the week just before this game, and join us again next week, Wednesday. Brock Rusco with plenty of friends. Who's on the couch with you next week?
I'm going to be honest with you, sometimes it's a lucky dip. I say, who we got today? I think it might be one of the greatest basketball players that New Zealand's ever seen, though. Tom Abercrombie will be joining us on the couch next week, and so it's great to get his experience and his look. And he sees basketball through a very unique lens with the amount of basketball that he's seen, and it's always good to get his insights on how he's seen the league play out.
We also have our fits of the week too, so all the other teams that are watching this game, and I'm sure there's plenty other players watching this game with intent, please show us your fits, because we know you guys have got game. We just don't see it.
I'm be honest with you, I don't know if I'm allowed to say this out loud. I might have given up. The Air's holding it down. Saints holding it down. That's right, I understand. The boys got a job to do. They ain't worried about what they're wearing.
Man, if you look good, you play good.
You ain't wrong with that either.
And all of a sudden, the tipping has slightly changed. A couple more people believing in the Hawks. There's Brantley with a little spin move, and it gets the ball to fall as well.
Contact down low. Timmins might have managed to pick up a foul there on one of the bigs. Maybe it was Sutherland. This was the coaching staff was talking about before the game, though. Just need to protect the paint if you're this Hawk squad. they can go from strength to strength, but on the defensive end, if they can look after the ball in the paint, one-shot opportunities. You see Ethan Rusbatch come up short on that one. But if they can tidy up their defensive end in the paint, it's going to help them go a long way in this season.
That has been their issue all season. They give up the most points on defense. And Sam Timmins gets the rebound. Scott gets that ball to Davidson. He goes into the paint, kicks it back out to Scott. Just taking their time here on offense are the Bulls, and it opens up eventually. That was an unconventional shot.
He's a crafty player. Roberts just bit on the bite. Up fake was there, and he's always going to have the height advantage. Just stay down on that one, but Scott did a good job of making them pay. And speaking of making them pay, that man can make anyone pay in this league.
That was a beautifully weighted shot. Just let that one sink nicely in the air. Was more. Davidson. It's a good battle between him and Ngatai at the moment. Both trying to shut each other down, and Davidson gets the rebound. Bounces away from everyone. Scott drives, finds an open lane, and gets blocked by Roberts.
That time, better job on the defensive end by Roberts, protecting the paint like we said. And big block on the rim against Scott. That's when it's tough. Isaiah Moore in transition.
Rusbatch can't believe he got a whistle here. What do you think?
Looked like contact from this side. Just Isaiah Moore got into the chest. Arms coming down. Picks up the foul, and it's enough to send Ethan Rusbatch to the line, but doesn't get easier because leading scorer in the league makes his way into the game.
So Moore for his first attempt at the free throw line in Chemist Warehouse, and it is good. Well, they've been putting up plenty of shots. I mean, that's the 13th free throw attempt that they've had.
They're not just putting it up from the line, they're making them convert.
They're currently 12 from 14 at the free throw line, and so the Bulls, their discipline hurting them at the moment. As Timmins decides what to do with the ball, gives it to Davidson. Davidson for the little floater shot, and it's good.
And that gives, like Sam Timmins, the opportunity to go to work. Those one-on-one opportunities, that time goes out to Davidson. And Davidson continues to score.
Moore and Muhammad, the two top point scorers, going head to head. And Moore getting the better of Muhammad there, drawing the foul.
Fouls are really counting up, or bouncing up, excuse me. Against the Franklin Bulls, that's 2 on Rusbatch, 2 on Muhammad, 2 on Brantley, 2 on Scott. And it's tough because smart players down the other end. And Isaiah Moore and Jordan Ngatai, they're going to attack, knowing that you're in foul trouble. They're going to go with Muhammad, they're going to go with Scott. Rusbatch on the bench right now, but try and pick up that third foul. There's a lot of time left in this ball game.
So the Bulls now trailing. Hawke's Bay just 2 points. Muhammad, as he said, the top point scorer, back into the game. Rusbatch took a seat. Davidson for 3. Again, that guy is feeling it tonight.
He's on a heater. Bakara just can't fall asleep like that. The way that he is playing, that's his man, especially sitting in that zone. Fell asleep, and you can't give Davidson that look.
Scott with the rebound too, and he's going to go quickly on transition. Passes it back to Davidson. He knows he's feeling hot. Can he go back to back? You bet he can.
He is lights out right now. Davidson, Ngatai going back and forth. Can't be stopped, and the likes of Muhammad that we've seen, so used to lighting up the scoreboard. Davidson has picked up the load tonight.
Absolutely. Timmins now with the rebound.
And have to find Davidson right now. On the defensive end, you have to know where he is.
Muhammad just with the settler, and it will be a timeout as well to the Hawke's Bay Hawks, but Isaac Davidson, stand up.
It's Isaac Davidson's show. That's what I love about him. If he has 2 points or he has 20 points in the quarter or the half, you're going to get the same expression. He has been dominant in this ball game from the very start.
And I think that that man right there, Isaac Davidson, might be going for a career best. His career high is 27 points. He's sitting on 23.
We're knocking on the door tonight.
Setting a new record, Davidson. I'll put money on that.
have to know where he is, though. Credit to him. He is shooting the lights out. Credits to his team. They are finding him. But on the other end, if you're the Hawks, one, you need to do a better job of protecting the paint. We talked about that from the start of the game. But know where the hottest man in the building is. You have to know where he is at all times. There's a couple times they've fallen asleep on the backside. It's not like the actions have killed them with dribble penetration. It's just falling asleep on the actions. And when you get into that type of zone, especially when you're that cool about it, when you're that collected about it, you're not going to get too high or low.
Well, Brock Rusko is so excited. He has been standing on his feet the past couple minutes.
Isaac Davidson. A lot of time in this ball game.
Literally up out your seat for this one, Brooke.
And when you shoot the ball like that, that excites me. He's got 23 points. There's still 5 minutes to go here in the second. That man with the ball right now and on screen, though, Jordan Ngata, needs to do the same. Same that he did in the first quarter. Get the ball in the paint, be aggressive. Find your shots, find your spots. As we see him go back into the post. And
Moore gets the ball from Kara. Moore decides to go for three. I mean, no one really crashing the boards for the Hawke's Bay Hawks. So the Bulls, another opportunity to extend on that lead. Davidson getting hassled by ball. They'll be conscious of him getting too hot because he's cooking right now. Timmins with a great find. Stepping back, decides to pass it into Brantley. Shot clock is winding down. Able to get the rebound. It falls in the hands of Kara. Good defensive set there from the Hawks. As Ngata loses the handle, Scott gets a hand to it. They'll get the ball back.
you're right, good defensive set. Still want to see Davison let that one go. He's never going to force the issue. When you're on fire like this, you get any time and space. You're allowed to let one go. You're allowed one heat check. They'll let him let that one go, but you're right, good defensive set. But I like that they look for Davidson on that one too.
Yeah, Timmins had a great look, but just the defense was there on Davidson. There's more, puts in some footwork. Sutherland for three. Unable to get there, but tidying up underneath the rim was Roberts. So Moore has another opportunity here. And just the footwork, getting in and around the Bulls defenders. Just lost the handles once more.
It's just getting a little stagnant right now for the Hawke's Bay Hawks. A lot of one-on-one isolation play. It's a little stagnant, and what that's doing is allowing the Bulls to set up their defense, get in spots, and just watching the likes of Brantley and Sam Timmins defensively. They're sitting in the right spot, sitting in the nails, sitting in the help side on the weak side. Just making it tough on that second line, because Isaiah Moore, 9 times out of 10, he's going to get past that initial line of defense. It's the second line that need to show bodies, and they're doing a good job of that.
6 seconds left on the shot clock for the Hawks, back in the hands of Moore. Puts in some footwork, deep three, fires, and that one was certainly wayward, and going into the hoardings and the crowd was Roberts. The Bulls will be happy with that defensively. Getting some stops in there. Frustbatch back onto the court too.
And now's where I'll go back into Sam Timmins here. Especially with the squad that they have out there. And I've said this a couple of times, but you have to know where Muhammad, Frustbatch, and Davidson are at all times. Just allow Sam Timmins to go to post, go to work.
Deep two for Muhammad, and as always, so accurate.
But I can't lie, that works too. Get him in that high on-ball action and go to the leading scorer in the league.
Ngata ordering his troops to get moving. Does the beautiful spin move and the soft finish.
It's the first time he's looked at the rim in the quarter, and it's just the way that you played in that first quarter, you can't allow that to happen. Hawks need to get him into this ball game as well.
Muhammad, he got the rebound, won't get the N1 play, but will head to the Chemist Warehouse free throw line. And a rare trip as well for the Bulls. They've only had one trip there so far. This is their second, late into the second quarter. And Kara, sorry for his actions, helps him get back up.
Didn't give up on the play. Saw that quick second jump. Knew that it was coming up short. Smart play there just to chase your own rebound. Scorers just know where to be as well.
This guy's 93% from the free throw line. He's made 39 or 42.
I was about to say, what are you doing? About to put the curse on him now.
Hey, now he's 40 from 43. Can he make it 41 for the year? Yes, he can. That's one guy you don't want to send to the free throw line.
You ain't lying about that.
Moore, it opens up for him, and he's got plenty of wide open teammates. Sutherland was unable to get there, and coming in like the hero was Davidson for the rebound. Muhammad again, he loves that pull-up jump shot. Sammy Timmins with the putback.
And there he is. Quiet game so far from Sammy Timmins, but it's hard to get going when Davidson is shooting the lights out. Muhammad's playing well as well. Just tidies up the boards there.
And that was nice going quickly from Moore as well. The defense wasn't set for the Bulls. Rusbatch just stood there waiting for him to go. Muhammad again with a tough finish.
And it is a tough finish, but it's just too easy. No one on the nail that time. Have to know where he is at all times. Turns the corner, gets to the paint. And just a miscommunication there. Murphy wanted it on the rim. Isaiah Moore threw that bounce pass. Just tighten the screws here on the defensive end here, the Bulls.
They totally have. Timmins gets it to Davidson. Another three for Davidson. Cut it out. 26 points in the first half.
He is cooking. I'm gonna say it like Andrew Mulligan does with gas right now. 26 points.
1 point away from equaling his career best. Murphy can't get that one to sink either. Rusbatch gets it to Muhammad. Davidson hanging out on the wing here. Oh, and a miscommunication. But you're right, they're looking for him because they know that man is feeling it right now.
Just started to push this lead out here. Quickly got it out to 13. And what it's done though, it's allowed Muhammad to really step it up in this last 2 or 3 minutes. You look how aggressive he's trying to be. So because there's no help side at the moment. You have to stay at home with all the shooters they have.
Biggest lead of the game so far, 13 points to the Franklin Bulls, and it is largely due to Davidson. And there's a foul against Muhammad there. What Murphy.
Old school strength there from Muhammad. Got it to the body of Murphy.
Murphy, just 20 years old. Yeah, just got sandwiched there, didn't he? In between two bigger guys. Ngatai has the ball. Strong bounce pass to Sutherland. Brantley applying some pressure on defense, and it's good. What can they do in transition? They get it to Scott. Jump shot from deep too. Mate, he had a lot of airtime there too.
It's a team that loves mid-range. They got weapons across the board. Huge second quarter right here from the Franklin Bulls.
They've absolutely stood up tonight. Have the Bulls. The Hawks, though, if they can get some points here by way of Murphy for three. Unable to get it. Muhammad just losing the handles there. Moore was there ready to pounce. Davidson gets it to Brantley. Block coming in, though, from Roberts.
Job there on the weak side. Just to make that one tough. A chance to chip away at this lead here. It has been an absolute blinder of a quarter from the Franklin Bulls, and Muhammad makes his way to the bench. He was a big part of that. We know what Davidson has done in this first half of the ball game. As you see the player timeout.
Yep, got one each half. 20 seconds left to go in this half. Why not use it? We see a couple of the Rapid League players onto the court now. Maile, Lusongape, And that man who shot the lights out in the Rapid League game, the number 4 jersey today, Christian Bunnell. Sunk 3 3-pointers.
Yeah, you're right, though. They've got 4 of the Rapid League guys out there at the moment, and this is just going back to the foul trouble that they had. Now's a real chance for this man right here, Isaiah Moore or Jordan Ngatai.
Oh, in and out for Ngatai, but Roberts gets the offensive board, and then it's hot potato under the rim there. They're called for the timeout. So what can the Bulls cook up?
Well, Davidson had a chance there. I know we talked about this, and like I said in Rapid, I always find it an interesting one when you call the player timeout off a rebound or off a turnover with time left. And the only reason I say that is because, yes, you give yourself a chance to set up this offense here, but I always think you get a better look, or the majority of the time you're going to get a better look when the defense isn't set, especially off that one. 2 offensive rebounds from the Hawks, missed both of them, and now you're really scrambling on that side to really match up with your guys. And the way Davidson's been shooting, keep the ball in hand, get down, and you get a half open look. Make them pay.
Funnel inbounds to DKP, and well, we've lost the handles there. Davidson regathers though, couldn't get there. DKP came flying in for the second chance points, but it was the Hawks with the rebound. And after a monstrous second quarter from the Franklin Bulls, they have an enormous lead, their biggest one of the game, 56 points to 41. Don't go anywhere because we will dissect that first half right after this. Hello to everyone joining us on TikTok. Good to have you here.
Oh, we're on TikTok.
Yeah, we're on TikTok. Exclusive, little TikTok exclusive. Casey Frank and I did this last week Wednesday. Now we've got Brooke Rusco in the hot seat. Any questions for us, TikTok? We can read your comments. Brooke and I are reading them.
Okay, I'm in.
You're in. It's been a good game so far, though. Plenty of Bulls supporters here on the TikTok.
The way Davidson's shooting, I'd be a fan of the Bulls right now too.
On the bandwagon. Are you allowed to support the Bulls? I mean, do you always have to by default support your old teams?
No, I'm the most impartial person. I'm team impartial. You know me?
It's been good though, Brooke Rusco. What do you think they're going to say for the second half if you are the Hawks? How are we going to shut down Davidson? 26 points.
I see that guy over there. He has 26 points. Let's stop that. Let's get in front. Okay, here comes the questions.
Who are your favourite teams, Mr. Impartial?
That's like picking your favourite kid. Couldn't do it. What about you?
You've only got one kid. We've both only got one kid. So you got to pick one. That's actually a genuinely tough question. I do support the Bulls just because I'm South Auckland. I'm 275 hard, baby.
Blacks, so.
Oh, snooze. Someone said how much are your shoes, and to be honest, you got some nice shoes on right now.
How much?
How much are your shoes? Those New Balance shoes you're wearing?
Shout out to Stirling Sports.
One of the sponsors of the league, New Balance.
Hey, speaking of shoes though, if you get a chance to peep Isaiah Moore's shoes, he might have the best kicks in the game. And not just this game, I think he might have the best kicks in the league. Always rocks the J's, they always look fresh. I think he's got the 13s on today if I saw him close enough.
You know who else has good kicks? Andrew Mulligan.
Oh, actually no. He's got the best kicks in the game.
That guy's shoe collection probably worth like 10K.
His shoe,
maybe more.
Damn, you really let that out there. Miles, I'd like you to know that it was Taylor that said that. But you ain't wrong. He's nice shoes in the game.
No Mai Hukuma, welcome back to the Hawke's Bay for the Sal's NBL, the first game of round 8. And the Hawke's Bay Hawks are trailing the Franklin Bulls, and it has been the Davidson show here this evening. Brock Rusco, talk us through some of those Chemist Warehouse stats, because they are pretty impressive. I mean, there's plenty of players shooting the lights out, but Davidson,
He's shooting the absolute lights out. And you look at Jordan Nata, he had 19 points in that first half. His average is 17. And just the way that Davidson's played, it's like he's completely outshadowed everybody out there at the moment. Sitting on 26 points, shooting the 3-ball extremely well. Isaiah Moore and Muhammad, we expect nothing less than that from them. Pretty much on pace to hit their average. And then it's after that, it's a supporting cast. Who else is going to step up outside of those guys? No Rasmussen tonight, so it has to be Roberts. It has to be Sutherland for the Hawke's Bay Hawks. They're killing it on the board. Sam Timmons hasn't done much in terms of scoring, but that's okay because Davidson Muhammad have stepped up, but he's doing his part, his role as a big man down there collecting the boards, as is Roberts. It's been as expected, I would have thought, with the assist count with the Hawke's Bay Hawks. Reason is it's been a lot of isolation ball, and that was working for them at the start, but it just didn't work there late in that second quarter. Timmons does a good job of facilitating as well. I think he's one of the best big man passes that we have in the league, and man, it's hard to get blocks on a team like the Bulls when Davidson is shooting the lights out from deep, but Roberts picked up one, and one of the big things for the Bulls was protect the paint. We need to protect the paint. But it's hard to protect the paint when, like I said already, Davidson has shot the absolute lights out. He makes Steph Curry proud.
7 from 8 from deep in that first half. And like I mentioned earlier, his career high in the Sal's NBA is 27 points. He's on 26, and we've still got 20 minutes of basketball to go. So I'm looking forward to seeing how much he can get.
Oh, I'm excited to see what he can do in the second. The thing about Isaac Davison is he's such a player who lets the game come to him. So there's every chance that he has done his part in this first half, and now he lets the likes of Luther Muhammad, Scott off the bench, Ethan Rusbatch do their thing. I would love to see him stay in this mode that he's in, continue to shoot the ball, continue to be aggressive. But I'm of the understanding of he is such a team player first.
Just be selfish, man.
But I am with you. Shoot the
Come
lights
on,
out.
Isaac.
You get half a look, you let that bad boy fly. And ain't no one telling you off when you had 26 in the first half.
Absolutely. We are set.
I'm going to tell you off if you don't shoot it.
Yeah. Well, hopefully he gets hot again outside the arc in the second half. Don't go anywhere. We will keep the second half coming right up after this. The Hawke's Bay Hawks very much capable of coming back into this game, but for now it is the Franklin Bulls dominating 56 points to 41. Oh, sorry, we're back on TikTok. A little TikTok-y exclusive. It is good that it's on TikTok. 156 people watching TikTok right now. Pretty cool. Last week we were on 3,000.
Yes, Casey Frank effect.
Casey Frank. They voted Casey Frank the MVP actually after the rims. They said the rims were the MVP last week.
He's the TikTok king, that guy. Good ball game though. Great first quarter from both these squads. As we were saying before, it was like it was a bit of a back and forth. It was a bit of a boxing match, and it was just those jabs being thrown. But saw a couple 1-2s, 3-4s come through in that second quarter. Isaac Davis to take a bow.
It'll be interesting to see if people are still backing the Hawks, because remember in the end of the first quarter, we saw it swing a little bit back towards the Hawks, but after that second quarter from the Bulls,
I think Isaac Davidson saw it too. He said, what?
I think people are jumping back off the bandwagon, that is for sure.
There we go, 69% to the Bulls, 31% to the Hawks. What's your favorite basketball shoe?
My favorite basketball shoe?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I really just want you to ask me one. Mine.
What's yours? Sorry, bro. What's yours?
Come on, Taylor.
Well, here I am because I'm like, well, all the shoes that I like, I can never find my size. 'Cause, you know, when you got size 11 men's feet, it's pretty hard to find nice girl basketball shoes. But Brooke, what is your favorite?
Thank you so much for asking, Taylor. The Jordan 6s.
Oh yeah.
The infrareds, actually.
I mean,
or
any
actually the
Jordans are
Kobe's.
nice, but-
Actually, maybe
Oh,
Kobe
really?
6s.
Kobe's?
The Kobe 4s.
No.
Okay, now I've got 3.
So how many of them do you own?
0. 0. Or maybe the Trevor Scotts. Felix, you got the 4s? You got 1s? Oh, maybe the 1s. Actually, you can't play in Trevor Scott's.
It must be nice though to find shoes that just fit all the time. You know what I'm sick of hearing? Go shop in the men's section. Ouch. Cut it out. I got feelings. And I'm not even that tall to have this big feet. I mean, I'm only 6 foot. Come on. It is Wednesday night basketball in the South NBL round 8, the first game of this round, and it's the Hawke's Bay Hawks trailing the Franklin Bulls 56 points to 41. It has been a shooting fiesta by Isaac Davidson and Jordan Nata. Luther Muhammad and Isaiah Moore both on 14 points apiece, but it has been a very interesting game. The Bulls, Brock, in the second quarter just extending, going away from
we talked a lot about Isaac Davidson and what he managed to do there from deep and shot the absolute lights out. You're absolutely correct, but maybe just as impressively as what they managed to do on the defensive end. They held the Hawks to 16 points. They made it tough. They kept them off the free throw line. They did a great job in that first quarter. Jordan Nata in particular, 7 times he got to the free throw line, 7 times he converted, but they kept them off the line. They made it tough. They converted late. And Sam Timmons did a good job of tidying up all those defensive rebounds. They got out and ran, and I think they'd be just as happy as what they did on the defensive end as what they did on the offensive end as well.
Yeah, the Bulls will be happy with this because remember they are playing again this round on Sunday against the Saints at 1 p.m. and that is a tough ask coming up against the Saints. Obviously, this is top of mind for them at the moment against the Hawks, and the job is certainly not done because if you watched the Hawks and the Nuggets game last week, well, the Nuggets led most of the game, and then the Hawks, they kind of found their straps towards the end. So don't count this Hawke's Bay team out by any means.
Never. One thing the good teams do, though, especially when you know you have a double header, is you want to give yourself a chance to breathe, a chance to rest. You don't want to play the full game. So you try and blow that lead out in the third and sit as long as you can in the fourth.
Don't forget as well to vote with this QR code as to who you think is going to win, because you go on the chance to win free pizza, and who doesn't like winning free stuff? Me. I love it. More freebies.
He's looking confused. I would be confused if the play wasn't ran for me too. I'd be walking over there like, hey guys, this is my number. We call it my number right now. Great first half though from Isaac Davidson. Jordan Nata had a big first half as well with 19 points. Who's going to take over in this second half?
20 minutes of basketball left to play. A little bit of chit-chat going between Nata and Davidson. Obviously a lot of these players good friends going way back.
Spent a lot of time together between the lines. There's a lot of points right there between those two as well.
I was trying to do the math quickly, but I'm not. 45. Bad. Quick maths. As we get underway in the second half. And it is the Bulls with first possession. Muhammad just goes straight to the rim, is denied though. And that's the first of many stops that this Hawke's Bay team need. More thought about it. Sutherland for 3. He's already got 1 tonight. Couldn't get that one to 4. So Timmons with the rebound. Oh, and just a crucial error coming in from Muhammad. Just lost the handle there. So they've gifted possession back to the Hawks.
Yeah, not the way you want to come out at half time. Sloppy play. It's a tough first shot going down as well. 2 empty positions right here from the Bulls, and just don't want to give the Hawks any space, any chances.
But they need to capitalise, and there's two men on the court there who can make them pay. That is Ngatai and more, but it's in the hands of Roberts. Fires a bullet pass to Ngatai. Shot clock had expired though.
That was a quick shot clock. We still had 7 on ours. Don't complain.
I have a feeling maybe they didn't reset it when possession changed, but never mind. Timmins gets it to Davidson to surpass his career best. 28 points, a new record. That man right there, Mr. Davidson.
Love the look. Had to stay close to him the way he's shooting the 3 ball. He puts his head down, gets to the rim, soft off the glass, and you're right, 28 points already with 8 minutes to go here in the third. He is lighting this ball game up like a Christmas tree.
And I'll just let you know how special that is, because he set that in 2020 in his first year with the Bulls. As more on transition goes quickly, trying to cut down that lead because it is a very big lead at the moment to the Bulls.
Just a sloppy start here to start this third quarter from the Bulls. There's that take from Davidson. Outside of that, it's been empty positions. We see the back cut there from Rusbatch. Foul picked up and ball, and just an experienced back cut there from Ethan Rusbatch. Saw him overplayed, and it's a player back in the day by the name of Hayden Allen. One of the best back cutters I've ever seen, and that cut there would make him proud.
Rusbatch just with 6 points in this game. Opportunity to make it 7. Does just that.
He's got a quick release, but he might have the quickest release from the free throw line too. Doesn't muck around, and you can shoot the ball the way he does. You do it how you want to do it.
The Hawks now, they need to get some points, but Brantley just goes and disrupts. Doesn't get the finish though. Good hustle on defense from Ngatai, applying pressure. They needed that as well. So Moore, just with that open too. Couldn't get there in the end, and they will get the ball back though. It's a foul, might have been on Rusbatch.
You said this before though, you don't want to give the Hawks any chances. And they're not converting right now, but I just feel like the Bulls have come out almost empty in this third quarter, and we see Muhammad making his way to the bench, and not mad about that sub. It's almost just a quick message, just a quick sit down. He won't be on the bench for long. I can't imagine he'll spend much time on the bench, but just can't come out of the sheds like that.
So it's a really big lead that this Hawke's Bay team need to eat into at the moment, but the Bulls are just firing on all cylinders at the moment. So Ngatai goes for the mid-range jump shot, can't get there. Hustling hard though was Davidson. Looked like Murphy had his hands on the ball for the rebound, but not to beat. And Timmins, again, just under the rim, hasn't been so successful tonight.
He's done a bit of everything else, but you're right, just has struggled to finish in the paint. As we see Moore get into the paint as well, and the foul there. Not sure who that one was on. Looked like a fight for the ball. Those are shoes that we were talking about though. And not sure what the call is. I'm sure those are nice.
So massive lead at the moment. 18 points, and a timeout has been called. Get the hype crew onto the court. And the highlight show on Tuesday nights at 7:30 p.m. Plenty of highlights we've seen today, thanks to the likes of Davidson and Ngatai.
Just some confusion here between the coaches, between the refs.
Yeah, they're just trying to decide whose ball it is. I think it's the Hawks.
The Bulls think it's theirs. Paper, scissors, rock. Just a sloppy start though. Sloppy start from especially the Franklin Bulls. Hawks just don't want to give them a chance. I talked about this before with the Nuggets and what they were able to do, and they came back late in that ball game. This is a good Bull squad here. They have a chance to blow this one out, and they can lock in for the next 2 or 3 minutes. Get 2-3 stops on the defensive end. Go down and score. Just take the life out of not one, just the stadium, but just let the Hawks know that they mean business and they're not here to play around this afternoon or this evening. Just put this ball game away nice and early. To that point though, if they continue to turn the ball over, the Hawks need to make them pay.
They need to capitalize on every opportunity that's given to them, and at the moment they haven't really been able to do that. The Hawks are only shooting at 30% from the field. The Bulls though, right up there at 53%.
Which as a coach, you always find something you can work on, but shooting the ball at a clip like that, you're always going to be happy about that.
So the Bulls with their big lead at the moment, looking to extend it and just shut the Hawks out of this game. Russ Batch gets the ball to Timmins. He'll be looking for some confidence boosters after a couple of misses, and again he just gets blocked. Good defense by the Hawks this time. Kicking that ball out to Ngatai. He drives into the paint, goes up against Davidson, and Timmins says, get that ball out of here.
Let them know about it as well. Struggling on the offensive end, but still finding a way to have an impact on this ball game.
I think he was still mad that he got blocked on the other end. He goes, you know what? I'm going to do that back to you guys. I love a little revenge block. Moore fake the three, step to the left-hand side. This time, he's on the money, and this could be the start of the comeback.
Well, he's the one who's going to have to orchestrate this comeback. We know what he can do. We know what he's capable of. Hasn't had the ball game that I guess we're used to seeing, which has been harsh because he's sitting on 17 points right now, but that man himself is having himself a ball game.
Yeah, it takes his tally to 30 for the night.
And nothing's been outside of the flow of the game. He hasn't forced the issue. He's found his looks, he's got to his spots, and he's made them pay.
Ngatai couldn't find the bottom of the net for that shot. Scott onto the court, gets it to Brantley. Bit of ball movement being shown there, and foul is called on Murphy.
Just feels like this third quarter is still trying to find its legs. Stop starting. Hasn't found its flow, especially with what we saw in that second quarter.
So under the hoop is Brantley, and contesting hard was Roberts and Sutherland in tandem.
Back to line for the Bulls. But just the attention that Davidson's drawing right now. As I said before, this has allowed this ball game to come to him. He's already in the 30s. Saw that double coming straight away, and majority of the time, especially when you're having a game like this, you're gonna try and turn that corner, probably force something. He made the right basketball play on that play. Got the ball to Brantley. Found his way to the free throw line.
Brantley hasn't put up too many shots tonight. He misses that one as well from the free throw line.
Oh, I like Brantley's kicks too. I haven't talked about them yet, but the Bruce Lee's on tonight.
And you even at a basketball game though, if there's not some pretty cool kicks on the court, let's be honest. There's Sutherland, weaves his way around, leaves Moore open for a three. That's back-to-back triples for Moore now.
And we talked about he has to orchestrate this comeback. Gets the look that he wants. Just chipping away into this lead. And when you have a scorer like that, as you see Timmins with the spin move baseline with the pirouette finish. When you have a scorer like Isaiah Moore, you just can't give him life. You can't let him see a few go through, because if he does, he can light this ball game up quickly.
There's a couple people on TikTok who think that the Hawks can come back, and well, they need to be more accurate with their shots if they're going to stage some kind of comeback. Davidson looks for his options, goes back to Scott. Timmins is there looking for the pass, doesn't get it. Eventually comes from Rusbatch. Timmins, though, fouled, pushed out of court.
And that's one of the ones where I'll be yelling at Davidson, you got to let that one go. It's a gift and a curse when you play the game of basketball the right way. But when you have a half look like he had with the rhythm that he's in at the moment, especially if you're the PG, you're yelling at him, you get that one go. You let that one go, excuse me.
"16-point lead for the Bulls. Muhammad was trying to extend, couldn't get there. Davidson, who's been feeling hot, couldn't get that three. And so the Hawks get a stop, one that they very much needed. Remember, the biggest lead of the night was 18. And well, the accuracy has gone off for the Hawks as well. Just a couple of passes going astray. The shots not really getting the right target too. So Scott and Davidson, they're back into the hands of Scott. Shoots the three, ricochets off the lip of the rim, and it's in the hands of Ngatai. What can they do on transition if they can go quick? Moore looking for the contact, gets it, won't get the and one, but will take a trip to the free throw line. And that's actually something that differed, right? Is they're taking less shots at the free throw line.
Well, they were dominant in that first.
Yeah.
I've said this a couple times already, but it was Jordan Ngatai who made his presence felt. Got to the post, was calling for the ball. They've gone away from that in the second and in the third, but they can get back to the free throw line, especially to close out this quarter, as that one goes everything but down. But what it does is it stops the clock and it allows you to set up your defense. And I wouldn't be surprised if they go back into this 1-3-1 zone.
A couple misses there from the free throw line from Moore, which is rare. It's usually good from the stripe. Scott pulls up for the two, gets it in.
And that's a 4-point swing. And normally you go back into that zone when you make that second free throw, misses it. They don't pick up on transition defense, and Scott makes them pay.
Back to the biggest lead of the game, 18 points. Ngatai was off balance, gets the pass away anyway. And crashing the board was Sutherland, but he's the only one.
And playing the numbers game on that one for the Bulls. It's not Ngatai, Roberts, Sutherland, or Moore getting the shot up. They contest late on ball, and
Muhammad, three-point play, made something out of nothing, and that is what makes the best players. There's absolutely nothing going on there. Threw himself into that shot and then picks up the and one.
You're right, made something out of nothing, and especially when he's going right. He's got that touch. He's having fun out there. Got subbed early. I like that he came back into the ball game, didn't drop his head. Still got a smile on his face, and they extend this lead out to 20. And I think they've had chances to extend this one out a little bit more.
It's the biggest lead of the game, 20 points. And after that first quarter, Brooke, we totally thought this would be closer. They were going tit for tat.
And then Davidson held by beer. He has been incredible, and he's kind of been the difference between the two. But I just think that the Bulls have done a great job defensively in the second and start of the third quarter to keep the Hawks to just over 20 points in the last quarter and a half.
So it is a 20-point lead. The Bulls are sitting on 69 points. Biggest lead of the night. And as we mentioned beforehand, so good to see a crowd here on a Wednesday night.
And these are big games for playoff implications. This is huge for both sides. One, if the Bulls get this win, they can extend that lead on the Hawks. The Hawks get the win, they stay in the fight, and they just make it messy and murky in the middle of the pack. So it's a big 3 minutes here, and it's a big quarter in terms of what the season might look like late. And one thing we can't forget about is there's no Rasmussen out there tonight. Huge part of the offensive end. He's had 35-point ball games. They are missing that punch, especially on the wings tonight.
100%. He's out with it ankle injury at the moment, but he averaged 22 points per game. And when you look at the difference right now, 20 points, I mean, add in a Rasmussen.
And we can't sugarcoat it. Isaiah Moore has 22. Jordan Ngatai has 19. The next highest scorer on the Hawke's Bay Hawks is Jackson Ball with 3. And Lucas Sutherland with 3 as well. And now Joshua Roberts with 3. The supporting cast just haven't helped. They haven't helped Jordan Ngatai and they haven't helped Isaiah Moore as much as they've needed to.
And no bench points as well at the moment. So 19 points of difference. But hey, Brooke, we've seen bigger comebacks in the Sal's NBL, that's for sure. DKP under the hoop. Good defense being applied by him, but they just didn't hustle enough for that rebound. More on Rusbatch. Scott with the ball. Lets that 3 fire, and Bankson, I think it might have been 2, had his foot on the line.
Foot on the line. He's got that left big toe out there, but just continues to extend the lead, and just way too easy on the defensive end there.
Good, strong drive from Sutherland, but just couldn't convert, and it's just the little things there leading the Hawks. They Hawks down. Milet for 2, gets it in.
I love the reaction from the bench there for the Bulls. Everybody off their feet, off their seats, excuse me. As Isaiah Moore gets back into the paint, man, he makes some tough shots.
You're right, he needs some help out there, as with Ngatai. Need a couple more players just to nominate themselves and become more of a threat, because the Franklin Bulls, they're just marking those 2 guys.
Well, to that point as well, Jordan Ngatai had 19 at the half. He's still sitting on 19.
And he's still got 19.
Where he was finding his success was on those early seals, mismatches. If they didn't switch on it, he would still go down and try and steal the big or try and steal the mismatch. Hasn't had that chance, or hasn't looked to get those steals as well. So he has to go hunting for the ball too.
Milet gets that pass to Muhammad. And good to see some of the Rapid League players getting some minutes in Milet. Muhammad again using his footwork and his handles deep too, and he loves that shot.
That's tough. Just out there on an island with the leading scorer of the league, and you're right, that mid-range is his bread and butter. He converts, makes that payers. Isaiah Moore, that's his bread and butter too.
He gets the roll that time as well. Still 22 points of difference. Lovely bounce past Muhammad. Floats it in too.
And off transition. That's it's been one of the staples for this Hawks team is giving up points in the paint. They score down one end. The Bulls take the ball out, still manage to push the ball, get behind the defense, and somehow fall asleep on the leading scorer in the league.
Where do you think it's coming apart for this Hawks team? I mean, yes, they're shooting at 31% from the field. I mean, we can't underestimate that. They are 16 from 51 right now.
Well, there's a few things. We talked about the supporting cast. Need to help with the scoring load, but as good as the defensive, as the Hawks, Bulls, sorry, been on the defensive end, the Hawks just haven't been. They've allowed them to get to their spots. They've allowed them to get the shots that they want. And the Bulls, when you have a talented squad like they had, they make you pay.
Yeah, Moore has played more minutes than any other person in the NBL. They rely heavily on him.
And then you can find yourself within the ball game just getting frustrated. It's a snowball effect. It's that ripple effect. And then before you know it, you look up and you're down 12, and then you're down 18, and all of a sudden you're down 20 plus. And you can hear it. The life of the stadium's gone. The defensive end, the chatter isn't there as it was in that first. And if you look at the looks that the Bulls are getting, wide open mid-range shot, foul picked up there on DKP, but outside of that, the majority of the time, those are the looks that they're getting.
Yeah, and you saw it in that shot there. I mean, the bench was flat for the Hawke's Bay Hawks. There's no one there talking on defense, talking to their men on the court. It's a 24-point lead at the moment. Ngatai tries to cut that down. Just not on track at the moment.
2-for-1 opportunity here. We see extended minutes, and you're right, extended minutes from the bench, and a good chance for them to make their imprint on this ball game.
Malia gets it to Scott. Scott for the pull-up jump shot.
And even that, it just doesn't make sense that you can allow Scott to see that much space with the squad they have. You have to know the scout, know who you're marking. He has to be one of the key guys, and you can't give him that much space.
Ngatai, miscommunication there, trying to get that pass out, but no one was there, and it's really starting to come unstuck for this Hawke's Bay team, and his facial expression says it all.
Well, it probably sums up how this last 10 minutes has been. That's what you want from Jordan Ngatai, to get to his spots, to post up. That was the mismatch that they were looking for. And they still come up with the turnover.
So 3.8 seconds left in the quarter. The Franklin Bulls, what can they cook up? TKP with ball in hand. Someone needs to shoot it. He does just that. And it doesn't fall. So a huge lead at the moment for the Franklin Bulls. It is 79 points to 55. The Hawke's Bay Hawks currently with no answer to the Franklin Bulls attack and defense. Don't go anywhere, because coming right up, we will have the final quarter of the Sal's NBL. Welcome back to the Sal's NBL on your Wednesday evening, and we are heading into the final quarter of this matchup. And as the 4th place Franklin Bulls absolutely dominating the 6th place Hawke's Bay Hawks, and there'll be plenty of teams sitting below the Hawks on the ladder, Brooke Briscoe, who are licking their lips at this score, knowing that they are in with a chance to join that top 6.
Yeah, as we were saying before, it's getting a little murky right now as we see the MVP votes up there, and
it's pretty even.
I got to be honest with you, that's wrong.
I'm gonna scan my phone right now and join in that conversation and give the man Isaac Davidson his flowers.
Without a doubt, Isaac Davidson needs to be sitting a little bit higher than that.
And give me that free pizza as well while I'm at it.
But you have to tip your hat to this Bull squad on the defensive end. They've only allowed 30 points in the last 2 quarters from the Hawks. Managed to get into 55 in this ball game, still put up 80 points. And I might sound like I'm nitpicking here, but I think if you're a part of the Bull squad and a part of the coaching staff, one thing that's promising is you feel like you've left a lot of opportunities out there as well, so this lead could be bigger.
Ngatai wanting to chop down that lead, and he gets up and puts that ball in.
And just what the doctor ordered, exactly what they needed from Jordan Ngatai. Head down, get to the rim, use that body.
That's not what they need. Trips to the Chemist Warehouse strike by way of easy fouls there, really.
And this is where the depth of the Bulls is showing out right there. We're seeing Import just lick his lips, and he's a man with a very, very bright future here in New Zealand, but He's a little bit younger than that man at the free throw line right now, Josh Godden. Just puts his head down the same way Jordan Ngatai does the time he gets to the paint. Left a lot of shots at the free throw line too.
Absolutely. Oh, DKP with the offensive board there. Hawke's Bay really need to get on top of those if they wanted to come back and stage a monumental comeback, really. DKP out on the edge. And again, the Hawks just have another opportunity. And look, everyone listen to us. Isaac Davidson is getting his flowers. Make sure you scan that and cast your vote, because you do go in the draw to win some Sal's Pizza. We love free pizza.
I feel, I'll be honest with you now too. And I love what Josh Roberts has done on this season, but this hasn't been his ball game tonight. Isaiah Moore, as we see it switch up ever so slightly just there.
We're loving the live voting, guys. We're following it hard. We're following the TikTok as well. Let us know your thoughts.
Luther Muhammad would be mad not to be in the count as well, but
yeah,
we're right. Isaac Davidson's right where he needs to be right there.
Well, I'll tell you what I'm not loving is the rebounding from the Hawks. I mean, we've spent an age down here with the Bulls. They're crashing the boards. They're getting those offensive boards. And just like he did in the Rapid League game, Mr. Vano gets his first three of this match.
And he showed off his shooting tonight, shot the lights out in Rapid League. And he gets his opportunity, licks his lips, and makes the pay from deep.
Muhammad gets it to Vano again. And Davidson has taken a seat, I have noticed. He'll be stuck on his 30 points. And Muhammad, well, he did well to sell that one. I brought it.
And it's ever so slight. But if you saw on that replay there, it's in the eyes, it's in the slowdown, it's in the hesitation. Doesn't play at one pace. We talked about this in the Rapid League, especially the way that the Hawks played in the Rapid League in that first half. They were just playing at such a quick pace. That right there, that stop-start, that hesitation, get them on the back foot. All you need to do is get the defender on your hip. He does exactly that. It can be in the eyes, it can be in the shoulders, it can be in the stop-start. But if you just play at that one pace, it's much easier to defend. And he's showing off right now why he is the leading scorer in the league.
Adds to his overall tally as well. As we mentioned, Isaac Davidson, he's bowed out of the game at the moment at 30 points. Moore is on 27. Muhammad now on 23. Moore gets it to Ngatai, and it's just stolen again. Vano, there he goes, gets it to Muhammad. Unable to get the offensive board was Milet. So just slowing it down is Moore, looking for his options.
One of the things about this blowout lead, we touched on it in the third quarter, is if you can blow the lead out, especially when you know that you've got a back-to-back in the weekend, it allows you to rest some of your main guys. As we see the majority of a couple of the main guys sitting on the bench and have seen extended minutes on the bench. And it also gives the likes of Vano and Male, as we see what's going to be probably an offensive foul on Sam Timmons. But it gives them a chance to cut their teeth as well. See some extended minutes.
Exactly. And I do love some aggressiveness, but probably a bit too aggressive there from Timmons.
Just hasn't been his night on the offensive end. Roberts took that one in the chest.
The head rock for dramatic effect. Gotta sell it.
Still going back to that supporting cast of the Hawks, it's still Ngatai sitting on 21. Moore sitting on 27, and outside that, the next leading scorer is still sitting on 3 points.
Get yourself a pizza this evening or tomorrow. It is valid until the 21st of May, and all of a sudden, Sutherland has managed to get a couple of points just back to back, working hard.
Quick timeout call there from the Franklin Bulls. And not mad about it either. Don't think they're in jeopardy of losing this ball game, but this is more of just a reminder. Just settle the troops. It's big 8 minutes right here. Just don't allow them any space, any confidence in this Hawks team. And there's any look of momentum, just try and ice it really quickly.
And I know I keep beating on the same drum, but the field goal percentage is massive. The Hawks, they average 49%. They're the third best in the league, and tonight they're sitting on 33. So you got to credit the Bulls defense for that as well, but also the Bulls are right on the money as well. They are number one in the league for field goal percentage, usually 51. They're sitting at 52%. It's massive. And again, the head coach said it beforehand, the defense has been the real issue for the Hawks. So they need to figure out, go back to the drawing board. They've got a long turnaround. They don't play until Wednesday next week. They got time.
I know we talked about it a couple times, but the omission of Keanu Rasmussen tonight just mean on the defensive end, Bulls could really lock in on the supporting cast and try and let them beat you. And it's worked out tonight. Let Isaiah Moore do his thing. Let Jordan Nartey do his thing. See if everyone else can beat you. And I don't know if they rolled the dice. I think it's a calculated decision. And so far it's paid off.
Sam Timmins with a little soft touch off the glass.
You just can't have that on the defensive end. It's not Timmins getting that deep. There's no ball pressure on Muhammad. You allow him that space to make that pass. You have to make it harder on the guy holding the ball.
Brantley gets that ball back to Muhammad. Again, he loves shooting from that mid-range 2 area.
Next time, better job on the ball handler. Still got to his sweet spot.
Sutherland, again, he's been good in the dying stages of this fourth quarter.
If you are the coaching staff, you're almost demanding excellence right now from the Bulls. You really want to see them blow this one out.
And we're seeing that with the rotation as well of the players. A lot of the Rapid League players getting their opportunity to shine. So with ball in hand is Murray. Gets it to Sutherland, wide open there, Roberts. And that's what we want to see. When they play quickly, they're good.
Just fell asleep there on the backside of the Bulls. Wide open Duncan, the easiest look that Roberts had all night.
Brantley with the quick pass around. And again, those Rapid League players I spoke about, where Roberts says, "Nuh-uh, welcome to the big league."
But it's good to see them out there. And a rest. They're rotating the minutes with the starters as well. We haven't seen Davidson in this fourth quarter. Russ Batch just made his way back into this ball game.
And you're right, Brooke, the sting has just come out of the game a little bit. Even the Bulls, they're just not as animated as they were before. And you kind of want to see them put the foot down.
And you can feel it in the stadium. Feels like the life of the stadium's almost just been taken out of this ball game. And I mean, if you're the Bulls, this is exactly what you want. Come on the road, take the crowd out of it early. You have a big lead. You have a chance to give your starters some extended rest. To that point, is the float game back from Isaiah Moore is there. To that point, give the bench mob extended minutes.
And Isaiah Moore has had an outstanding game in a losing team. I mean, he's on 29 points.
Yeah, he has looked good. As we see the extended pressure there from the Hawks and the coaching staff giving absolutely everything at the moment. We see Sam Grogan over there giving all the effort in the world, and a three-point ball for Sutherland.
Say that 5 times fast, Brooke. And look, they have started to chip away at this. Remember, it got out to about 25 at one point. It's now 18. But it is eerily quiet here.
And dare I say, I've seen crazier things happen in the game of basketball, but
We
it just
have.
doesn't have that feeling
Yeah.
about it tonight. Both teams almost just going through the motions at the moment.
Remember, we saw a couple of players go down injured in the Rapid League as well, and I think the mood kind of dropped for the Hawks at that stage. We hope they're not serious.
And the Bulls not playing around. Well, their starters back into this ball game, and Muhammad gets back to his money spot.
And you're right. I mean, they put the likes of Rusbatch and Davidson back on more. He gets his shot tipped. And it's a strong 5 back out on the court there. The whistle against Ngatai, and it's Scott that hits the deck hard. Just regathering his thoughts.
Took a knock to the back of the head. You just see them instantly just tighten up the screws ever so quickly, and starters came back on. Turned up the pace of this ball game. Couple stops. Muhammad gets to a spot. This time Scott gets out in transition, and whew, we say Isaiah Moore is quick. Josh Scott is quick too.
So from the free throw line, the Bulls also shooting not that well.
Yeah, left a lot at the line. That's what I'm saying as well with the coaching staff is they can go on and win this ball game, which is looking that way. But there's a lot of space for them to improve.
And don't forget, they have got the Saints at home, which is a tough ask. Yes, they're missing Hiram Harris, but there's plenty of good players playing for the Saints at the moment.
Dane Samuel back with the Wellington Saints. One of the best backcourts in the league as well, and Ben Aaron, Isaiah Liafa. And defensively they're on a string. Smart IQ players, they get it done on the defensive end. So if they ever are at night where they're not filling it up on the offensive end, which we haven't seen too much this year, they can stay in ball games alone just on the defensive end.
I've loved the combination of Air and Liafa for the Saints. And it looks like it will be the Hawks ball again. And like, we've still got 5 minutes left to play in this game. Like, anything could happen. I know you said it doesn't feel like that, but we have seen stranger things happen in the Sal's NBL. Especially if that man right there can get a couple buckets. He's got Davidson applying some good defense on him. DKP gets up too, but tough finish from Ngatai.
Tough finish is a nice way to put it. As we see another quick timeout called by the Franklin Bulls. Jordan Ngatai though gets back to his spot on the post. Goes to the left more. He favors the left in the post, but can go back to the right. Shows it off that time and finishes in traffic too.
Well, a couple more votes coming in for Moore. And you're not wrong. I mean, he's got 29 points too. Just one less than Isaac Davidson.
You got to feel for Luther Muhammad.
Yeah.
He's put up 25 points.
What's the man got to do?
But you're right though, impressive game from Isaac Davidson. Just under complete control the whole entire game. It's really been the difference in this ball game. Shot the lights out that second quarter.
But you're so right, he's so humble. He's not hunting more and more points, he's just playing his part.
Always in the flow of the game, and he switched up the starting lineup. Josh Scott now comes off the bench. Davidson injected back into that starting role, and showing the coaching staff that it was well worth the swap.
Reading up beforehand, Isaiah Moore played 8 games in the 2023-24 G League for the Iowa Wolves. Obviously, the G League team for the Timberwolves. How are you liking that series?
Well, I was wrong. I'll tell you that much for free. I had the Wolves going through. But where I think we were all wrong is you should never bet against the Joker. 40 points today, 13 assists.
And zero turnovers, bruh.
And I don't think he jumped once. He's incredible, the best basketball player in the world right now.
You can catch all that action as well on Sky Sport, but for now it's the Sal's NBL. And Rusbash fighting under the rim. Roberts Good block there. And well, that was unfortunate there for Ngatai. Didn't want to travel.
I think out of bounds
Yeah, he
from
lost.
Muhammad as the course was going
lucky.
back that way. But the ball's a little bit wet.
Give the man a towel.
But I'm excited for the playoffs in the NBA. Anthony Edwards has made an absolute statement. He is him.
He is that guy.
He is him. He's going to be a problem in the NBA.
He is a problem. He
You're
is
right.
the problem right now. If you're a Nuggets fan, he's the problem.
I had the Wolves and the Celtics going through. Now I got the Celtics and Nuggets.
Nice, nice. Oh, little miscommunication there between Moore and Ngatai. Ended up working out in the favor. Just couldn't get the accuracy right with Solon. Big airtime from Scott. Draws the foul. Great elevation.
Shows off that athleticism.
100%.
With that first step that he has, you know that he can fly. I'm always surprised he didn't go up there and try and bang that one. Luther Muhammad still has all the energy in the world. But as the lead, what I love about that as the leading scorer in the league is the enthusiasm that he is still playing with. It is infectious. This game hasn't really felt like it's had a rhythm or been in any type of flow in the second half. And yet here he is, still showing love for his teammates, still happy with how the game's playing out.
Yeah, you still want to see guys putting the foot down and putting teams to the sword. Moore spins around, and the accuracy wasn't on there, and it's kind of been the story of the night for them. Sutherland caught with the foul early up there, and he's bringing the ball up the court.
And not much you can do on that. Josh Scott has the ball in transition.
Well, Wednesday nights we're always live on TikTok, and Brooke, you have a lot of fans on TikTok.
What?
I know. Everyone says, is that Brock Roscoe? How long have you been retired and
it's probably my
you're
mum.
still people's MVP?
It's probably my mum saying that. Thank you, Mum. Appreciate it.
I believe they call themselves shifters.
What's up, family?
The Hawks, again, now they're just trailing by 24. The next 3.5 minutes is going to feel like a drag for some of these people. But, okay, Brooke, when you're in this situation as a player, you're down by 24, things aren't looking good. What do you tell yourself?
It's never on a lack of effort. It's more frustration can really creep in. And it's, like I said before, it's almost that snowball effect of you just don't feel like you can do anything right, as we see another turnover there at Ethan Rusbatch. He listened, he said he wasn't athletic anymore. He made me stand up there, Ethan. He still got some bounce in them old legs. Scraped that one through with the right. You gotta smile about that one.
I believe we call it experience now, not old.
Smart, you're right, you're smart.
But you're right, like, we love to see it. Yes, you've got a massive lead, but throw it down when you want to throw it down.
Doesn't get as many
Give us what we want.
Doesn't get as many opportunities as he used to. Does a great job in the off season looking after his body. Eats well. He's on a strict regime in the gym. Gets up shots. Ultimate professional, and it's the reason he's back in the Tall Blacks.
I was gonna say, up until you said that last thing, I was gonna say, are you talking about yourself with the strict regime and
It's
what
only my
it
dream.
is? This is a huge lead, 26 points. The Bulls, what are you working on knowing that you've got the Saints coming up? As I said, it hasn't been the perfect performance from the Bulls, but it's been a good one.
And I also feel like we're kind of being harsh on that one. They got 96 points. They've only given up 70. But it just feels like they've had chances to really, as you said before, put the nail in the coffin and just haven't made the most of those opportunities. You see Isaiah Moore get back into the paint with that float game. But it's probably at this point here, it's just about finishing off the game the right way. Finishing off the game with a good feeling. Staying confident, getting ready for a big game on Sunday against the Saints.
Ross Batch, he faked the 3 and then kicks it out to Vano. And he is hot tonight, Vano.
He is a problem. He's going to be on the scout. You have to know where he is from deep. They got shooters in this squad. And he is one of them.
And a good question's come in, Brooke, is it's a blowout and the starters from both teams are still on. Why do you think that is? Is it because they've got, you know, well, for example, the Bulls, they do have the Saints coming up. Do they want to keep working on that?
Well, I think they've done a good job. The Bulls have done a good job of rotating. It hasn't been the starters in here the whole time. They had 2 or 3 of the young guys in the second half, a big portion of this ball game. And they are so deep. The Bulls have a squad.
They do. They do.
They have a lineup.
And to be fair, they actually have, you know, when we get the stats and we see players who played the most minutes, not one Bulls player features on that because of their heavy rotation.
Well, you look at it right now. They've got Muhammad on the bench. They've got Davidson on the bench. They've got Sam Timmins on the bench. They've got their key guys, or a few of their key guys on the bench. To the point with the Hawks, they're lacking depth at the moment, especially with Rasmussen out. And every point counts in this league. So I understand that the majority of the time, and in other leagues, yes, a lot of the time the bench would have come on, but just on the fact that every point counts in this league makes such a difference. And it's always kind of tough at that point too, because you want to give the next generation a chance.
And that's been the story of the night we've just witnessed there from Sutherland, is just so many shots haven't got the roll around that rim. They've had plenty of good looks and it's just been in and out. It's just been one of those nights for the Hawks. Let's not forget too that they lost Casson and Ferguson in that Rapid League game to injury. And so again, the depth dwindles.
And they came out well. They came out and had a huge first quarter. It was a tussle in that first quarter, and it's just slowed down these last 3.
Someone asked, is Drew Leo in this team? Yes, he is. He balled out in the Sky Broadband Rapid League. Haven't seen him too much in the NBL game.
And you're right, to that point, I'm surprised that we haven't seen him out there.
Why haven't we? Good question.
I'll be honest
From
with you,
Lily.
I would love to see him out there. The way he plays, how athletic he is.
Yeah.
I would have loved to highlight in the last 5 minutes.
Mans was playing well in the Sky Broadband Rapid League game.
And that is a good point. Maybe might have tweaked something late in the last quarter of Rapid. I saw him on his hunches.
We see Brody Perry onto the court. I mean, how can you miss him with a haircut like that? And a 26-point lead again. A couple more changes happening for the Bulls.
You can just see it, you can just feel it. Just a dejected Hawke's Bay Hawks squad at the moment. It's back to the drawing board.
And the likes of Moore still on the court. He has played more minutes than any other person in the Sal's NBL. And still testing out his skill set. There is an off-ball foul. Ngatai threads that pass to Sutherland, and again it's just those little unforced errors that are really hurting the Hawke's Bay Hawks.
Still extending this pressure. Now the Hawke's Bay Hawks, and there we see Julio Lasonga out there make his way into the ball game. And yeah, surprised it took him so long to get into this ball game.
Well, they must be reading the TikTok comments, right? Give the people what they want. Give us some Julio. Miley fighting for the ball, gets it away to Lasonga up it, flirting with the line. In fact, he did stand on it. But you're right. It was interesting that they brought him on the slate. Maybe plans for him for later on in the week. On Sunday, 1 o'clock versus Saints.
They do have one of the deepest benches though. later on in the season, it's going to be a big part of how well they can push and what sort of effort they want to make on the chip. They almost go 10 deep, the squad.
37 seconds left on the clock. Ngatai 4-3. Lusonga Ape with the rebound, loses the handles, doesn't matter. Does it again, doesn't matter. Perry tries to thread the ball through, ends up falling in the hands of Moore. Getting a little bit messy in the last minute. And Moore with that finish off the glass.
He's been immense.
33 points in the game, 4 more. Miscommunication between the Rapid League players there in Vano and Lusonga Ape. Davidson, the out-and-out winner of the MVP for this game, and congratulations to him on getting a career high 30 points.
And rightfully so, but Luther Muhammad, I feel for you, man, couldn't get a vote. He had one heck of a ball game tonight, but Isaac Davidson lit it up. Hasn't played so much here in the fourth, but he's had a huge game.
So to end the game, the Hawks through Ngatai. He's now on 25 points, and isn't that crazy? Look, they've lost by quite a bit, but Moore on 33, Ngatai on 25, Sutherland on 13. The rest just haven't really assisted. And it has been an emphatic win by the Franklin Bulls, 101 points to 79, a big win on the road against the Hawke's Bay Hawks to open up round 8 of the Sal's NBL. Thank you for joining us on Sky and on TikTok. Signing out from Taylor Johnson, Brooke Roscoe, and the rest of the Sky Sport crew. Mā te wā, we'll see you tomorrow.